Welcome, race fans, to Christmas in August here at Ohsweken Speedway. Friday night excitement. Tonight brought to you by Ontario AGRA and Pinewood Horticulture. My name's Greg Kelman. With me, Adam Ross up in the tower. Clinton Jeffrey will be down trackside to cover all the action down there. Glad you could join us. All four divisions in action here tonight. 360 sprint cars, crate sprints, thunder stocks, and the mini stocks. We'll start things off our four-cylinder class. And Adam, it's good to see the sun on a Friday night for a change.
It is good to see the sun up there, yeah. Why does it feel like we haven't been here in forever?
Well, it's only been a couple of weeks, but yeah, it does seem like a long time ago. And the last time we were here, what a night.
What a night and morning it was. And you're already on my last nerve, Greg.
Hey, I started early.
You did start early. I tried, but you outdid me.
HRW Automotive Mini Stocks on the track for the Helmer Mechanical qualifiers. Will you do the lineups for this out?
I will. I'm watching Shelby down there and Carter try to fix the world's problems. We can only imagine. On the pole for this one from Caledonia in the 11, it's the pinball, Mike Giberson. Alongside him from Brantford, the 64 is Nick Erskine. Sean Taylor starts third, the 76 from Burlington, fourth. From St. Catharines, the 4A is Mason Anderson. Fifth out of Smithville, the 6X is Mike Sarantacco. Sixth from Beachville, the 66X is Martin Schroeder. Row 4 on the inside from Niagara Falls, the 5K is Ken Hare. Alongside from Waterdown, the 01 is Tristan De Silva. Ninth from Waterford, the 4 is Wade Thorne. And rounding out the top 10 from Caledonia, the 51 is Jesse McDonald. 11th from Caledonia, the 265 is Mike Evers. 12th out of Chippewa, the X is Jeremy Cooper. 13th from Dundas, the 32 is Jillian Hills. 14th from Hamilton, the 12 is Don Deagle. 15th from Caledonia, the 21X is Mark Bazine. 16th and the 46 from Waterdown, it's Rodney Rutherford. 17th from Ohsweken, the 33 is Mark Martin. 18th from London, the 228 is Chris Lawrence. And rounding out the field from Brantford, the 64E is Doug Erskine.
Green flag out for the first time here tonight, and it's Erskine and Giberson door to door down into corner number one. Behind that, they fanned out 3 wide.
3 wide and then some as they work through the field. Problems at the back for Mark Martin in that 33, having trouble coming up to speed out in front. This is as quick as we've seen Nick Erskine in a long time, Greg.
Yeah, he's got that 64 a humming now. He went through a few weeks in a backup car. They've worked hard. He and DeBoer Motorsports got the 64 out in front. Mason Anderson holding down second. Caution flag is out. And Mark Martin, I believe, has gone around, so that will be the first Dixieland Grill caution flag of the night.
And this, Greg, is why I'm mad at you.
No comment.
Premonitions from Greg Callan. Mark Martin not sure what's amiss on that 33 machine. You can see universal sign language for I'm not sure what's going on.
Giddy up won't go. He was slow off the start and then ended up turned around in corner number 3. And Doug Erskine pulling into the infield in the 64E. Some problems for him. $37 mini stocks in attendance tonight. 34 for our crate sprints. They'll be up next with their qualifying heats. 30 Thunder stocks and 25 360 sprint cars.
Great field of cars on hand. We've had good car counts all year long. There we go. Mark going to get a push. There, now I feel complete. I've got our stream open as well so we can see if comments roll in.
Did you unbrake the telestrator? No, you did not.
You can't do that. You can't just talk about things that don't work.
Talk about you every night.
Yeah, fair enough.
Early and often, early and often. Lineup's good. From what we're hearing from Dave Hunsinger here in the tower, race director. Dave Hunsinger, Mason Anderson down to the inside. They'll double up and come to the Mobile 1 white flag.
Doesn't Clint normally have a co-pilot? Strange seeing him by himself.
Not sure where Jack is. Is that Jack down in... Yeah, there's Jack. He's waving at us. Down between 3 and 4.
Oh, okay.
Our roving cameraman.
I thought maybe Clint grew a third and fourth arm so he could drive the bus, hold up the camera, point to things he wants to point at.
Well, Jack is getting pretty big time now that he's announcing on Thursday nights. Man, he's doing a phenomenal job. We're going to lose him in the infield as the cameraman.
We're going to lose our jobs the same day they open a new tower.
That's true. It'll be open in memory of us. Mason Anderson to the inside of Erskine. Here comes Tristan Da Silva down the hill in corner 2 to the inside of Taylor, and down the backstretch they'll go wheel to wheel.
Into 3 and 4, Erskine out in front. Anderson got a little sideways on the inside, but boy, he's got the pull through turn number 4. It'll be Erskine that time at the stripe with Sean Taylor closing in, making it a 3-car battle at the front.
And I'll tell you what, some cars with a handful middle pack on back, and the point leaders in the thick of it. The 32 of Jillian Hills is going 4 wide midway down the backstretch. She'll back out of the throttle in 3.
And she backed way out of the throttle there, let things go a little bit. She'll regroup and try again as Nick Erskine continues to lead the way with lots of pressure from Mason Anderson and Sean Taylor, with Tristan Da Silva on the way.
Sean Taylor was right on the back bumper of Nick Erskine last time by the flag stand. They've got Mason Anderson to the inside. This time by it'll be the cross flags. Halfway home, Nick Erskine out of Brantford, your leader. This has got to feel great for this young man, the way the middle part of the summer has gone for him.
It's been a character-building couple of months for Nick Erskine after a solid opening to the season. Got Sean Taylor up there to give him a kiss going down into turn number 3. Now he'll look to the outside through 3 and 4.
Off of corner 4, he comes right out to the wall. Goes Taylor trying to find a line to the outside of Erskine. He's right up alongside as they go into corners 1 and 2. Oh, Mason Anderson gathers it back up right in front of Tristan Da Silva. Does he have a left rear down?
The suspension is down on that car. That is not a flat tire. Something broke in the suspension. He gets it down to the infield with 2 laps to go. We've got a new race leader.
And all the while, Sean Taylor's taking the lead away. Nick Erskine not going away in the bottom. They're side by side. Here comes Taylor on the outside, and now the caution flag will come out. I believe it's for Mason Anderson. He's not out of harm's way at the moment, so they'll have to get him tucked into the infield further or pushed off into the pit area. So a rough break there for the driver that was running in the 3rd spot, Mason Anderson. Race Med on the scene there to check that out, and at first glance I thought maybe he had a tire go down, but the whole rear end of the car was sagging, and Jack is on the scene down there. Oh!
Okay, that will cause the rear end to sag a little bit.
There you go.
It's so nice now that the fans can see what we're looking at. When we react to something, like what the heck did they see that we don't see? The lug nuts are still on that hub. Good job, Jack. So what that means, the center of the wheel broke off.
And good job, Mason, to hold on to that car.
These are things I don't understand. Why are they pushing a car?
Not your monkeys, not your circus, Adam.
Nope. That makes some sense. If they're just pushing
a little bit further behind the wall, yeah.
Get it out of the way.
Yep.
Safe spot.
Mobile 1 white flag is out from Carter Long atop the flag stand.
Sorry, guys. Had some microphone issues Dan had to fix up. Yeah, Mason Anderson lost that right wheel, went right up over by the scoreboard. But we're back in business now.
Thanks, Clint. Back to green, Sean Taylor in the 76, the 64 of Nick Erskine as they approach the Cargo Ease restart zone.
Back to the green they go. 2 laps left to settle this for the HRW Automotive Mini Stock. Qualifier number 1 of 2. Erskine on the bottom, Taylor on the outside. You see Martin Schroeder now is edged up into the 3rd spot ahead of Tristan DeSilva in the 0-1. And how about Mark Bazine? He came from 15th. He's up now to the 5th spot in that 21X.
Solid run for Bazine as they get the white flag. If you're wondering why Mike Evers has the number 500 on the right side of his car, this is his 500th race.
Congratulations to Mike on that. What an accomplishment there as wow. They get stacked up 3 wide midway through the pack, but out in front, the checkered flag's going to come out for Sean Taylor over Nick Erskine, Martin Schroeder, and it's DeSilva and Bazine the top 5, and then wow. Jesse McDonald 6th, Rodney Rutherford 7th, Ken Herron 8th, Jillian Hills the point leader up to 9th, and Mike Sarantakis rounds out the top 10 over Wade Thorne, Jeremy Cooper, Chris Lawrence, Mike Giberson, Mike Evers, Don Deagle. And then, of course, we had the cars that didn't finish, starting with Mason Anderson over there on the backstretch. As qualifier number 2 makes its way out onto the racetrack, brought to you by Helnor Mechanical.
First heat race win of the season, says Fran Buschert. Great to have a statistician in the tower with us this week. 1 week only.
Then it's back to us, guessing our way through stats.
Welcome to Winging It Motorsports. Qualifier number 2 is going to line up like this. On the pole from Paris, the 79 is Steve Miller. Second in the 11J from Linden, it's Jeff Elslager. Row 2 from Stratford, the 54 is Christopher French. And the 32Ls from Cambridge, it's Graydon Lyons. 5th from Hamilton, the 2 is Matt Newell. 6th from Ancaster, the 16 is Fabio Oliveri. Starting 7th from Guelph, it's Jason Tolton in the 1. 8th from York, the 9 is Tim DeBoer. Nathan Joyner in the 20J, Dusty DeBoer in the 23, Ashton Dickey in the 1A, John Lubick in the 14L, John Jansen's in the 66, Spencer Riddell in the 15, Alex Riley 17, Sean Cote 38C, Rogan Monahan 04, and Ethan Bodieu in the 22.
For 4 comes Jeff Elslager's had a lot of speed here in the last few weeks. Tim DeBoer right behind him in that number 9. And Rogan Monahan had a handful there on the front stretch at the tail of the pack.
That was awfully close for Rogan Monahan. He's dropped all the way to the tail of the field, so he's got some work cut out for him at the front, though it is all Jeff Elslager in the 11E.
2 on the board, 6 to go here in the second and final qualifier for the mini stocks. Good racing going on mid-pack. Jason Tolton, Alex Riley. Alex in the 17, second place in points coming into tonight. John Lubeck right behind him in the 14L, the most recent winner in this division.
Yeah, had a great run, did John Lubeck. We've got a lot of drivers who are deserving of wins in this class. None of them are free. You got to work hard for them, that's for sure.
Jeff Elslager out in front. That lead, though, has been chopped in half by Tim DeBoer in the 9 at the cross flags. Just 4 laps left to go for this one. Dusty DeBoer riding back there comfortably in the 3rd position. And then you get to the heart of the action, Christopher French, along with Matt Newell. Here comes Jason Tolton working his way up through the field.
Tolton so smooth in that one machine as he looks to the outside of Newell. Fabio Oliveri right behind him. They work through turn number 4 to the outside of Christopher French. That hole closes as Jason Tolton has to lift off the throttle.
Down the back stretch goes Elslager. Meanwhile, back on the 4th place battle. There's about 8 cars right now all looking for 4th. Newell sideways. You don't want to be the lead car in that pack doing that.
No, that's for sure. Look at them fan out 4th wide as they exit the corner. Newell going to squeeze Riley down to the inside.
Now he takes Lubeck up the track. Riley slips to the inside trying to get a line. Ashton Dickey right behind these 3 thinking, I don't know who to follow.
1 lap to go in this one. It's all Ohsweken out in front. A couple of DeBoers in tow, but the action is back from 4th on back. That's the battle to watch. Riley's got the spot now. John Lubeck to the outside. He'll pick up P4.
Here comes Ohsweken off of corner number 4 to the checkered flag. He'll pick up qualifier race number 2 checkers over Tim DeBoer, Dusty DeBoer. Then it's going to be John Lubeck, Alex Riley, Jason Tolton, Matt Newell, Fabio Oliveri 8th, Ashton Dickey in 9th, and Christopher French in the 54 completes the top 10.
I had a question about how they determine the lineups for these qualifiers. It is done on a handicap system, so your top points getters are going to start very deep in the field. Here goes Mason Anderson in the 4C. The good news is it should be a fairly easy fix as long as they've got a spare right rear on a wheel. The nuts are all still there in the hub. And it's time to go sprint car racing, Greg.
Strickland Brantford Chevrolet crate sprints, 34 in total here tonight, and we will have 4 qualifying heats with a great field here this evening. And coming into tonight, it's been the Brett Stratford show in the BS 39. Point leader over Jesse Costa, and he has a 26-point advantage. And then you've got the youngster Lance Erskine back there in the 3rd spot, so a good little battle going on, and you can never count out Brent Bigelow in the 71. But nonetheless, this division, exciting week in and week out. We're ready to go with the first of 4 qualifying heats, brought to you by DJD Graphics. On the pole from Woodstock, the 29Ws, Tyler Ward to the outside from Ohsweken, the 9C, Brian Nanico. Starting in 3rd from Brantford, the 88, Lance Erskine. Jonah Mutton from Brighton in the 98 rolls off 4th. 5th from Hagersville, the 3 of Devin Bacher. Starting in 6th from Port Colborne, the 777 is Cameron Olm. Going off 7th out of Stony Creek, the 24A, A.J. Lewis. Starting in 8th, 2nd place in points from St. Thomas, the 52 is Jesse Costa. And rolling off in the 9th spot from Thamesford, the 14 is Larry Gledhill. Carter Long will display the Mobile 1 white flag next time around. Green flag racing, 8 laps the distance in this first of 4 qualifying heats. Brought to you by DJD Graphics.
Have to remind people in the grandstands, please no smoking in the grandstands.
Top 5 transfer from each of these qualifying heats. The rest will go to the B main last chance qualifier. Carter Long ready to throw the green flag as they roll through the cargo east start zone. Slow to go. Tyler Ward did not go.
Not at all, but Brian Nanico did. So did Jesse Costa, like he was shot from a cannon up on the high side. He's in the 4th spot, but did he ever have a head of steam? And I don't think they liked that start.
No, so we'll try that again. As the 29W, Tyler Ward just did not go there. Everybody else did. Let's have a look at the replay.
I don't think Tyler Ward knew they were starting.
It didn't look like it. And Dave Hunsinger said he was not penalizing Lance Erskine. He just didn't like the start in total. Nothing about it was good to him, so we'll try it again.
First time I've ever heard him say regroup. It will be a regroup, guys. So something happened there. Might have been what Adam said. Didn't realize we were going, but he knows this time. And Tyler Ward will get the lead off to turn 3.
That start wasn't much more pretty, but nonetheless, we are green flag racing with Ward out in front over Nanico and Erskine.
An angry-looking pack in this one as Brian Nanico looks to the inside of Tyler Ward. That's a battle for the lead into turn 3. Nanico down low in that 9C. Tyler Ward up high in the 29. Nanico will lead lap 2.
Jesse Costa on his horse right now. Started in the 8th spot. He's worked up to position number 4 in 2 laps as he tracks down Lance Erskine.
A.J. Lewis just got around Jonah Mutton for the 5th spot. Now he's going to try to close in on Jesse Costa. A.J. Lewis looking racy in that 24A.
Halfway home in DJD Graphics Heat Race number 1. Brian Anacoke out in front. Brian's looked really good here in the last few weeks, really showing a lot of speed. And here he is again in the Canada Fuels 9C out in front.
Tyler Ward ought to be happy with this performance, running in that 2nd spot. Some very good cars behind him with Lance Erskine in the 88, Jesse Costa in the 52, and Tyler Ward able to keep that gap between himself and Erskine in 3rd.
Anacoke off at corner number 4. 2 laps left to go for him. Tyler Ward comfortably right now in the 2nd spot. The battle for 3rd heating up. Jesse Costa to the inside of Lance Erskine. And now he's able to pull away a little bit from the 88, setting his sights on Tyler Ward for 2nd. A lot of passing points here up for grabs for Costa.
1 more lap to go out in front. This has been all Brian Anacoke in the 9C with Jesse Costa trying to pick up the 2nd spot from Tyler Ward. He'll do it out of turn 2.
Over to the checkered flag at the line. It's going to be Brian Anacoke, your winner over Jesse Costa. Then it's Tyler Ward, Lance Erskine, A.J. Lewis, Jonah Mutton. And then it's Ulm, Gledhill, and Bacher. So Anacoke picks up another heat race win, but the guy behind him, wouldn't be surprised if we see him with a Nathan Ackland Insurance Top Gun Award for the Crate Sprints. Started in the 8th spot, got up to 2nd. So he'll gather up a bunch of those passing points. Heat 2 being called to the racetrack. 2 of 4 here tonight for the Crate Sprints. If you're new to Ohsweken Speedway, 2 divisions of sprint cars here, the crate sprints. They're called that because the engine literally comes in a crate from GM. And they are the little brother to the 360 sprints, 360 cubic inch sprint cars that we'll see after the Thunder stocks. A little bit of a speed difference, a little bit of a driving difference to these cars, but the action is just as good in both divisions.
Oh, the racing has been fantastic. And just in sheer numbers, Greg, it's so exciting to see top-notch drivers from a variety of divisions converge and try to compete in this crate sprint class.
And one of them's on the pole for this heat race number 2. At a Thorold, the 71, Brent Bigelow. Been so good in mod lights and in sportsman, and now has jumped in and been very competitive, picking up 3 wins in that Dynablast 71. To his outside from Harrisburg, the 14W is Greg Wilson. Lining up 3rd aboard the 11W tonight, that will be Nathan Jackson out of Dunnville. Tanner Podwinski from Waynefleet in the 72 goes 4th. Starting 5th is Nico Hansen from Beamsville, and he's in the 27. Starting in the 6th spot, the Iceman, Johnny Miller out of Six Nations in the 20. Tom Pellizzari from Cortland in the 5. He'll line up 7th. 8th is Ken Hamilton from St. George in the 69K. And the point leader. Here's a chance for him to get a bunch of passing points as well and set himself up well for the feature of the BS39, Brett Stratford.
Stratford was the fastest car in practice earlier on tonight. Brent Bigelow was in the top 5 in practice. He's got nothing ahead of him but daylight as the green flag flies.
He had a little wiggle there when he dropped the hammer off of corner number 4, but he gets the power underneath him and tries to pull ahead of Greg Wilson. He will by about a car length.
Wilson settles into the 2nd spot. Podwinski 3rd. Johnny Miller looking for some racing room. He'll look to the inside of Podwinski, but he's got a battle with Nathan Jackson.
Good to see Nathan back behind the wheel of the 11W here tonight as that team takes some up-and-coming drivers and puts them behind the wheel. So it's Nathan's turn here tonight. He's having a good little battle with Johnny Miller.
Out in front, Brent Bigelow driving away from this one. Greg Wilson hanging on to the 2nd spot. Great battle, though, for 4th. Johnny Miller, Nathan Jackson, Brett Stratford.
Stratford's passed 3 cars so far as he works on the back end of Jackson. And Johnny Miller would be next in line, but it's all Brent Bigelow out in front of the cross flags.
Halfway through this one, Brent Bigelow extending that advantage just a little bit each lap. He's about 0.2 of a second faster than Greg Wilson. Brett Stratford still the driver to watch as he closes in on Johnny Miller in a battle for fourth.
5 on the board, 3 laps left to go for Brent Bigelow over Greg Wilson. Tanner Podwinski, Stratford really threw it in on the outside in quarter number 1. He's up to the 4th spot as he gets by Miller.
Car sort of strung out around the track in this one with 2 laps to go. Greg Wilson has got to be happy with the second place performance in the 14W. He's put a lot of daylight between himself and Tanner Podwinski in third. Does Brett Stratford have time to catch that 72 with just more than a lap remaining?
Bigelow takes the Mobile 1 white flag over Greg Wilson, who's had a solid run here in this second spot. Podwinski holds on to third. Stratford's going to get one more charge.
Off of turn number 4, the win's going to go to Brent Bigelow. Second place to Greg Wilson. Third, Tanner Podwinski. Then it's Brett Stratford, Johnny Miller, Nathan Jackson, Nico Hansen, Tom Pellizzari, and Ken Hamilton rounding out the field.
Another win for Brent Bigelow. The Dynablast GSR 71. Some drivers move to a new division and there is no learning curve. That's been the case for Brent Bigelow. He just hopped in, been good right off the bat.
Oh, you've got that right. He's done a great job out there in the crate sprints. I mean, it helps when the equipment you're climbing into is proven race-winning equipment.
Third qualifying heat, 8 laps the distance, brought to you by DJD Racing Graphics. Starting on the pole for this one from Rockwood, the 94, Ryan Fraser to the outside. From Simcoe in the 14B, it's Broden Weiler. Going third from Ohsweken, the 99, Josh Hill. And the outside from Ohsweken as well, the 38, is Melissa Miller. Going out fifth from Ohsweken in the 28T, Cam Thompson. Lining up sixth from Kitchener, the 50LS, is Adrian Staley. Fort Perry's Daryl Peltier in the 4B lines up in the 7th spot. And Andrew Hennessy from Picton in the 87 starts in 8th. Again, top 5 to transfer.
Field takes shape through 3 and 4. They'll see the 1 to go signal. We'll set them loose next time out of the 4th turn. Broden Weiler continues to improve his craft in that 14 machine. We'll see how he can do from the outside of that front row.
Good evening, Anthony Dortono. Where are you? Where are your flags? You're supposed to be back here again tonight. First time in a long time, a couple of weeks ago for Anthony. It was good to have him back. Must be watching online tonight.
Set to go green at turn number 4. We're underway with heat race number 3.
Broden Weiler chasing down Ryan Fraser. Looks to the inside, this time down the back stretch into corner number 3. Andrew Hennessy starting towards the back in this one in the 8th spot. He's gotten by 3 cars. He's on the march.
Yeah, he quickly made some passes. Melissa Miller trying to fight back there in that 38 machine. To no avail, but Ryan Fraser out in front. Broden Weiler holding on to the 2nd spot. Now Cam Thompson looking to the inside of Hill off of turn 4.
Talking about Andrew Hennessy, good to see him up to speed because I guess they were having fuel problems earlier on in the evening. Couldn't get the car to fire and keep going, and they checked the fuel pump. Must have fixed the problem because lots of speed for the 87 as he works all over the back end of Cam Thompson.
Hennessy to the inside of Thompson. Daryl Peltier with some handling issues on that forward. Keeps going into the corner, and that car shoots right across the racetrack on him.
Out front, it's all Ryan Fraser over Broden Weiler. How about Broden? He's really learning his craft, and he's been steady here, getting better each and every week in the 14B. So good job to see him up there in that 2nd spot. He's got Josh Hill trying to get to his inside.
Hill's right there, hot on his heels in the 3rd spot. Andrew Hennessy in 4th, but doesn't seem to be closing in on that top 3 right now as we're 2 laps to go.
Weiler holding on to 2nd. Here comes Hill. He keeps gaining just a little bit of ground each lap on the bottom, and all the while right behind them, Andrew Hennessy is tracking them both down.
He is closing in. I had mentioned it didn't look like he was closing the gap, but he is faster than the cars ahead of him. Josh Hill on the inside of Broden Weiler through 1 and 2 the final time.
Ryan Fraser out in front. He'll lead them down through 3 and 4 and come to the checkered flag. Fraser picks up the win at the line for the second spot. Weiler grabs it over Hill. Then it's Hennessy and Thompson in fifth over Miller, Pelche, and Staley. Good race there between Weiler and Josh Hill, with Weiler grabbing the second spot at the line.
Yeah, it really was fun to watch.
One more qualifying heat to go.
And you know, these heat races are good for a couple of things for these drivers. You have to do well to lock into the feature event, but it's also how you learn. It's how you learn to race with cars around you. So that was a great opportunity for Broden Weiler to get into the show and race with someone with plenty of experience.
Heat 4 being called to the racetrack. 8 cars, 8 laps the distance. Top 5 again will transfer to the A main. The rest go to the last chance dance, the B main.
And this is exciting. Helen Shantz is here tonight. And it's her birthday. First night at the track here this year, and she does it on her birthday. Happy birthday.
We also need to wish a happy birthday to Gord Condi, a regular here at Ohsweken Speedway. Happy birthday, Gord, from Dale. Great way to spend your birthday. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, I'm sure, for Gord. That's for sure.
Oh, and Karen Lampman's birthday as well. Fran is handy to have around. Like, it's only been 20 minutes, and he's already provided me more value than you have all season.
I knew that was coming. Because you're not wrong. On the pole for this one out of Jerseyville, the 53 is Logan Schwedek. To the outside from Baden, the 2 is Travis Hofstetter. Lining up third from Georgetown, the 2M, that's Steve Murdoch. And going from the 4th spot from St. Catharines, the 2S is Al Slate. Lining up 5th from Rockwood, the 74 is Rob Neely. Kiana Teal out of Hagersville in the 24K goes 6th. Starting 7th from Ohsweken, the MK8 Matt Hill. And going 8th from Ancaster, the 16X is Keegan Baker.
What a great opportunity this is. 2 drivers have failed to make the start of this one. Logan Schwedek is a no-show, and Matt Hill is a no-show. So only 1 car on the track is not going to make it into the A main.
Matt Hill, I saw him with problems during the hot laps. I don't recall if Logan even made it out for the hot laps earlier.
I don't either. But you won't let me put the blinds up during hot laps, so that could be why.
It's bright in here.
It's the only time it's bright in here.
You're not wrong. To the Cargill East start zone they go. Green flag in the air.
Big launch for Steve Murdoch in that 2 machine. Rob Neely as well on the inside in the 74. Travis Hofstetter back to the 3rd spot. And
no bueno.
Dave Hunsinger didn't like that one. Dave Hunsinger trying to orchestrate things there, I believe.
I think we just saw do-si-do or something.
Steve Murdoch being put back a row. That'll put Rob Neely on the pole. Travis Hofstetter will still get to restart in that 2nd spot.
Let's watch the replay. No, sorry. I thought we were going to. Oh, missed it.
Missed it by that much.
Right again, Rob Neely drops the hammer. Green flag is out.
Even start across the front. Rob Neely takes the advantage down the back straightaway. Travis Hofstetter 2nd. Steve Murdoch back in the 4th spot. He'll try to squeeze ahead of Al Slate, but Slate's going to fight him off.
Year Al Slate's had. I just want to see him finish this heat and have a good run.
You're not wrong.
Rough year for that driver. He's shown a lot of speed when things have gone his way. The problems he's been in have not been of his doing.
No, they really haven't been, and that's kind of how racing can go sometimes. It's not always about fairness, that's for sure.
All Rob Neely showing more muscle out in front. Been very good here through the summer months. And that Radio Shuttle number 74 out in front over Travis Hofstetter, Steve Murdoch. Murdoch with the black body panels. You'll remember last time out here, he took a tumble up in 3 and 4.
6 cars on the track, and 3 of them are number 2. Al Slate to the inside of Steve Murdoch for that 3rd spot. He'll drive it deep down into 3 and 4. Murdoch going to roll around the high side, take the position back.
Slate on the bottom, Murdoch on the top side. Now they're catching Travis Hofstetter, and these 3 number 2s are battling for the 2nd spot.
My money's on the 2. 2 laps to go.
There's got to be a way to fit one more 2 in there somewhere. 2 laps to go. Battle for 2nd. Side by side, Slate and Hofstetter down through 3. The Mobile 1 white flag out for Rob Mealy, who's checked out on this battle for 2nd.
Slate makes the pass on Hofstetter. Hofstetter tried to cross him over, wasn't able to do it. They'll charge down the back straightaway for the final time. Checkered flag in the air. Rob Mealy going to take the heat race win. Al Slate going to come home 2nd. Followed by Hofstetter, Murdoch, Keegan Baker, with Kiana Teal headed to the B main.
So that will conclude qualifying heats for the Strickland Brantford Chevrolet Crate Sprint Car Division. Let's set it down trackside. Clinton Jeffrey.
Here's our first Case IH track report of the night, guys, and I can tell you right here through this middle group, it's really starting to pack in. You can see it's starting to blacken up a bit, but a lot of tack left in the track. Not a lot of character in it, as we would say. Got another black line up here, but for the most part, things are looking really good here and very consistent through turn 3 and 4. While we got a moment, we bring the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstocks out. Want to send a big shout out to Middleport Mechanical. This week they signed on as the sponsor of the first ever Thunderstock Nationals presented by Middleport Mechanical. Thanks to John and his staff and everybody over at Middleport for getting behind this exciting division. Super excited to have them as the title sponsor of the first ever Middleport Mechanical Thunderstock Nationals, Thursday, September 12th. It's a $10 deal for fans and only a great deal there, $25 for the pits, but also sportsmen, Thunderstocks, and sprint car practice. So thanks, John, Middleport. Great to have you on board, guys.
Hey, Clint, you got time for a complaint from one of our viewers?
Sure.
He says, wait a minute. There's a start line and Clinton won't give you a finish line?
That's right. How about a lineup, guys?
Oh, we've got one corner to give it to you. We can do it. Kyle Anderson, the 43. Scott McPhail in the 07. The 11 is Go Fast Teeple. 28D, Donnie Lampman. Ryan Dinning in the 8. Rob Hoskins in the 37. 93K is Mike Plazinga. Adam Plazik in the 41. Steve Shaw Sr. in the 96. 69G is Brian General. Steve Johnson in the 61. The 49 is Dave Bailey. The 711 is Seth Lemieux. Blake Bomberry Sr. in the 21. And Jamie Googe in the 76.
There's been about 20 crashes that didn't happen in this lap from the front of the pack to the back, and we're still straight. Oh, boy, hold on there. I thought Dinning was going to get a little sideways through the corner. Scott McPhail has had a handful in that 07.
Off at turn number 4, Ryan Dinning continues the lead over Donnie Lampman. Denning's got that Trevor DeBoer loose in turn 2. Just a scary loose condition.
No kidding. Donnie Lampman all over his back bumper. Rob Hoskins rides there in 3rd. Oh, McPhail still having all sorts of problems. Goes down, makes contact with Adam Plazik, and now the Dixieland Grill caution flag will fly.
I don't know if that's exhaust or a drive shaft.
Yeah, I was just going to say reports of debris in turn 1, guys.
Yeah, it's right on the front straightaway before the end of the turn 1 wall. The truck sees it. Ow, ow, ah, ah, hot, hot, hot. It's funnier when you make sound effects.
And it's not you. Ryan Dinning out in front over Donnie Lampman. Most exciting car to watch has been that 07 of Scott McPhail.
Evil.
A handful. Started in the 2nd spot. He's going to be up there in the 5th spot on the restart.
How about Blake Bomberry Sr.?
Being told he turns 79 tomorrow.
I've been told we can call him Gus. For years, friends have called him Gus. We've called him family Blake Sr., but Gus Bomberg is acceptable, I've been told, guys.
All right. And he's looking good out there. I was watching him run some laps. He wasn't in that gnarly pack. He was a little bit behind it, but green flag is out once again. And you know what? That's not even him I was looking at.
I was just looking through the field like, what are you talking about?
No, I was looking at the 7-Eleven of Seth Lanoux. Why did I think that was Bomberg? I did watch him in practice, though. I promise you that.
Scott McPhail, problems getting off of 4, got into Shaw. Classic on his back bumper. He's like, just get me out of this heat.
I'm feeling the same way, Greg.
Yeah.
Save me from myself. Dave Bailey around the high side of Ryan Denning. He'll take the lead. And immediately pull away 3-4 Carlings. Donnie Lampman still behind the 8 of Denning. He'll have a look to the outside into turn 3.
Off the corner they come. Halfway home in this one, Dave Bailey out in front of Ryan Denning, Donnie Lampman, Rob Hoskins, Plazinga, and Teeple right now duke it out for the 5th position.
Wow, Dave Bailey got through the pack, but once he got out in front, he is driving away 18.9 compared to a 19.8. He is a full second faster than Ryan Denning.
Bailey through 3 and 4. Going by to complete lap number 7. 3 laps left to go. Donnie Lampman's been right behind that 8 car this entire qualifier and has not been able to get a run on him. Here comes Plazinga, though, right behind them in the 93K to the outside of the 37. Rob Hoskins, he'll make the move there. Now he's going to get a head of steam on Donnie Lampman in the 28.
2 laps to go in this one, and Plazinga, when he keeps that car wound up, he is so fast as he swings to the outside.
Plazinga's figured out how to run that outside line and run it with a lot of speed. We've seen that throughout this year. Here he is getting another run on Donnie Lampman and Ryan Denning off of corner 4. Mobile 1 white flag has come out for your leader, Dave Bailey. He's checked out in corner 2.
Bailey in his own time zone out there in that 49 machine. The battle is on for the 2nd spot. Ryan Denning's got it. And look at Mike Plazinga. He swings to the outside of Donnie Lampman. Can he get to Ryan Denning? Dave Bailey going to win that heat. 2nd going to go. Wow. To Ryan Denning by 3/100ths of a second over Mike Plazinga, with Donnie Lampman coming home 4th. Rob Hoskins finishing 5th.
Plazinga didn't get the 2nd, but boy, he made it entertaining.
Let's have a look at this replay coming to the finish. Dave Bailey leading the way. Yeah, Dave, you're a straightaway ahead. What we want to see is this battle for 2nd. Watch Plazinga change lanes here.
Squeezes through.
He had to thread the needle and still almost got there in time. Let's give you the starting lineup of qualifier number 2. On the pole from Caledonia, the 88L is Logan Ferguson. Starting 2nd from Niagara Falls, the 26 is Keith Hayne. 3rd from Caledonia, the 55 is Mike Thorne. 4th from Binbrook, the 427 is Tim Phelan. 5th and the 13 from Brantford is Casey Huffman. 6th from Caister Center, the 28 is Jim Lampman. 7th in the 108 from Port Robinson is Zach Bleach. 8th from Burlington, the 97 is Ron Logie. 9th out of Ohsweken, the 24 is Blake Bomberg Jr. 10th from Hagersville, the 23 is Trevor DeBoer. 11th from Welland, the 14 Double D is Dustin Duga. 12th from Victoria, the 84 RK is Ryan Beagle. 13th from Tilbury, the 92 is Paige Lanoux. 14th and the 222 is Nick Massey. Rounding out the field from Simcoe, the 88 is Aiden Nye.
Slow pace to come to the green flag in the 2nd and final qualifier for the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstocks. Ferguson leads them down into corner number 1. Here comes Mikey Bobby. Mike Thorne to the inside of him as they work off of corner number 2, and they head down the backstretch.
No Kyle Wirt. here tonight, Greg.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, he did knock down 4 blocks.
True. Came in 4th in points. Well, he didn't come in tonight. Left last race 4th in points.
Mike Thorne.
Oh, watch this one. Wow, Abby grabbed that one. Good job by our drone pilot, Abby. He was right on the scene watching that one unfold. And the front end is unfolded on the 26.
Yeah, Blake Bomberry couldn't miss that. Significant impact on the right front of Blake Bomberry to the right front of the Hayne machine.
And there we'll see. Oh, there's the damage to the 24. Here's the replay. Oh, Lampman almost caught it, and then Bomberry right in the wrong spot, wrong time. Here we are from the front stretch cam. So you want to be a race car driver. This was the shot I was watching in real time. The drone. Boom. I mean, he caught it all. Great job, Abby. We have all of our camera operators are so much better than us, Adam.
Well, way to raise that bar, Greg. Man, cleared the right front right off of that race car.
Got to say hi to Lorraine and Robin over there in the VIP tower. And Lorraine said Emilio, her nephew, is here celebrating his birthday, first ever time of the racetrack. So welcome, Emilio.
Yeah, guys, all kinds of front-end damage, as you can see here. Well, the smallest problem here is the brake line is broken off and dripping some fluid here. But the whole right side assembly and the front-end geometry gone. And as we get a look here, right here, just to the right of Jack, and you'll see all of the parts that have come off of it.
Well, I was going to say, Clint, what would that brake line be stopping at this point? Because everything is gone.
Yeah, no, it ain't going to stop much. Here you see your strut assembly, and this would actually be turned around more like this when it's on the car. Your lower assembly, this is where it's attached to the shock tower. But yeah, it is totally destroyed here for this Haynes 26. And they're going to have to lift this front end up fairly high to get that bottom plate from dragging.
Man, oh man.
A lot of damage here as they try and get their street stock career going.
That'll be a lot of hours in the shop.
Yeah, that is not an easy fix, and this is where a sprint car becomes a heck of a lot easier to work on than a mini stock or a Thunder stock. You know, these cars need to be rebuilt almost by a collision center because you have to straighten all that inner body out before you can even start to put the bolt-on parts back in. So a lot of work coming on this Gen 3 Camaro.
Well, thankfully, both drivers okay after that impact. We'll have another look from the drone camera. You see Casey Huffman making contact with Hayne there, both fighting for the same bit of real estate. Man, I don't know what you do differently if you're either of those drivers, just wrong place, wrong time.
Nothing you can do. Listen to the replay. Great crowd on hand tonight. The nice weather has brought everyone out. Want to welcome everyone that's joined us here this evening.
Hard to believe we're August 23rd.
Yeah. It's dwindling.
Two laps complete in this Thunder Stock qualifier. Mike Thorne going to bring us back to the green through the cargo ease restart zone.
And on the gas he goes. And that pesky Penguin, number 55. With Bleach in tow in the 108. Ferguson drifting up the track, holds on to the third spot.
Not in tow for long. Bleach with a good run on the inside of turn number 2. Now the same in turn 4. He'll draw alongside. Mike Thorne going to keep the lead, but wow, Bleach really had to pitch that car sideways as they battled for real estate through 1 and 2.
Down the back stretch they go. Bleach still right to the door of Mike Thorne. Coming off of corner number 4, Nick Massey around, so that will bring up the Dixieland Grill caution flag. Down on the inside of corner number 2.
Nick Massey pointed the wrong direction. 3 little baby twos on the door.
Former mini stock regular here.
He had some good runs in the mini stocks.
Well, I actually had to go back and see if he had won a championship or not, because he was that good for a period, but did not win a championship, but still was a regular for a while. Good to have him back.
So that last restart, Mike Thorne sort of ran Logan Ferguson a little bit high up the racetrack before turning hard left and jumping on the throttle. I don't think he can do the same thing to Zach Bleach here. Zach a bit more of a veteran. I think he'll do a better job of controlling his track position, but let's see what Mike Thorne has up his sleeve here as they head back for the green flag.
3 in, still 7 to go here in the second and final qualifier for the Middleport Mechanical Thunder Stocks. Hunsinger's qualifier number 2.
Zach Bleach keeping his position to the outside of Mike Thorne. Thorne trying to edge out ahead through the corner. Thorne will continue to lead the way, but Zach Bleach still giving him a battle.
4 wide back there for the 3rd spot. Ferguson in the middle of it. Logie got a good run on the bottom side. He'll come up with the 3rd spot as Mike Thorne out in front at the cross flags.
And Thorne still not quite clear Zach Bleach by a full car length at the start-finish line. Now we'll put the 55 in front of the 108, but Bleach still in the 2nd spot. Ron Logie 3rd. Casey Huffman having a good run in the 4th position.
Mikey Bobby out in front over Bleach, Logie, Huffman, and then the battle for the 5th spot. Jim Lampman had it at the line last time. Trevor DeBoer's on the bottom. Ferguson to the outside. This is about as racy as we've seen Ferguson. Good run here tonight for that 88.
Yep, doing a great job out there right now in the 5th spot is Jim Lampman trying to take it away, but Ferguson holding steady on the high side.
Here comes Logie to the inside of the 108 of Bleach as they come off of corner number 2. They'll go wheel to wheel down the backstretch. All this behind the leader, Mike Thorne. 2 laps to go, this time by for Mikey Bobby.
2 more times around, Zach Bleach has cleared the 97 of Logie, closing in once again, and the 55 of Thorne right up on the back bumper of our race leader. Now he'll swing to the outside down the backstretch.
That's what makes this division so good. It's never over till it's over in these Thunderstock races. Thorne out in front, Bleach right there in his tire tracks. He'll swing to the outside down into corner 1.
He'll pitch it sideways right behind the race leader. Look to the inside off of turn number 2. Final time down the back straightaway. The top 3 under a blanket.
Bleach moved up the track. Logie had a back out of the throttle going into 3 off of corner number 4 at the line. Thorne's going to get the win over Bleach, Logie, Huffman, and DeBoer, your top 5. Then it was Ferguson. Point leader Ryan Beagle finishes 7th. And it was Jim Lampman, Dustin Duga, Tim Phelan completing the top 10. Qualifying heats done for the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstocks. Those are brought to you by Hunsingers. And now, final division of the night to go through their qualifying heats. There will be 3 in total tonight. It's for the Cool Kids Ice and Water Core Pack merchandising 360 sprint cars. 25 entries here tonight, being told all 25 will be qualified, so no B main needed here this evening. Starting in the pole from Scotland in the 87X, Sean Evans to his outside. From Grand Island, New York, the 21K, Kyle Phillips. Lining up 3rd from Dunnville in the 15, it's Ryan Turner. Starting 4th from Brantford, the 49L, that's Lucas Smith. Starting in 5th from Hamilton, the 19D, Alan Downey. Josh Hansen from Beamsville in the 88H goes 6th. 7th from Stevensville in the 71, Mike Bowman. Rolling off 8th from Ohsweken, the 77E is Ashton Van Every. And going from the 9th and final spot from Caster Center, the 11 of Jamie Turner. 9 cars, 8 laps the distance, brought to you by Plastic Auto Recyclers.
I may have to close the chat down on the live stream.
Yeah, getting disturbing. This is Christmas in August, not Halloween in August. No costumes for Adam, thanks. We should have like a helpline for people like that. Oh, my.
Sean Evans in the 87X. Kyle Phillips in the 21. That's how they're going to come to the green flag.
Wow. Josh Hansen shot right through the middle and had to back out there. He was going to clobber Ryan Turner.
Sean Evans out in front. Ryan Turner second. Kyle Phillips third. He'll look to the inside of Turner off of turn number 4. My goodness, these cars are fast.
Oh, Kyle Phillips got it pretty sideways. Corner number 3 gathers it back up. It's Sean Evans out in front of Ryan Turner, Kyle Phillips, Alan Downey, Lucas Smith right now completing the top 5. He's been going back and forth with Josh Hansen in that 88H. Hansen comes down the hill. Lucas has the spot. Now we got Jamie Turner slow up in corner number 4.
Not sure if Turner spun out up there or if he had some sort of a problem and drove the car off the racing surface. The veteran from Caister Center.
I believe he just rolled up over the berm there, guys, so not sure whether it popped out of gear. If he's got more issues, we'll get up there and find out what's up. No steering on the 11 for Jamie Turner. We're going to do a quick track report. I want to show you guys something here. So they will need to hook up the Turner 11 here, so not sure what's wrong with him. But, Jack, this is what I want to show everybody. It's been a while, guys, since we see the cushion starting to build up here. And, Jack, if you shoot it from that angle, you're going to see the exit here, right here. It's really starting to build up, guys. We have not seen a cushion start to take here at Ohsweken like this in a while. But you can see all this chunk starting to build up, and as the cars continue to lean on it, it'll eventually turn into a hard-packed curb here that they can really lean the right rear on, and you may see this develop throughout the night. If they don't pack this down, this is going to turn into quite a curb here off turn number 4, and I'm sure they'll start working it as we talk about it. Now let's look at Jamie Turner, see what's wrong with him here. Yeah, he's got a broken tie rod. If you look, the right front tire has flopped out of the way, so issues with Jamie Turner and the tie rod. It's the right front is facing the wrong direction as they get ready to tow him on out of here, guys.
Great work, as always, by Clinton Jeffrey.
You win.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's driving me nuts tonight, that the camera light here in the tower. I'm sorry, Spencer.
we look better in the dark anyhow.
Oh. Halfway through that last little run there, I'm like, okay, I get Adam's point now. It's driving me nuts.
So in case you're wondering, because we've got a camera in the booth that points at the announcers, and Spencer likes to use it once a season. But everywhere we go, they set up this camera with a great big light on top that when it's daylight, you don't notice the light on. But as soon as the sun goes down, it's just this blinding spotlight in your eyes. But it makes Spencer happy, so we do it. I should have done this before we went on camera. At least got my Ohsweken shirt on. So I'm the restart cone. There.
There's no way Chris Long could drag you out to the front stretch.
I'm ready for my close-up, Spencer.
Green flag is out to the Cargoese restart zone. Sean Evans leads him down into corner number 1. Ryan Turner in that second spot trying to dig off that corner. Oh, 3 wide contact. One sliding through the infield. It's Kyle Phillips.
And poor Kyle Phillips didn't realize they were 3 wide there, but they certainly were.
Spins deep into the infield. Caution flag comes out now. So they're going to attend to Kyle Phillips down there in the infield. Watch this replay as they come off a 2, 3 wide, and Phillips. Contact on the right front of Phillips sends him into the infield at a high rate of speed, gets the car stopped.
And he did the right thing.
Yeah.
You try to correct, and you might wind up hitting the butt end of that turn 3 wall as it was. Just lock it down. Go somewhere safe. And
who's the cameraman on the Duke Electric perch there? He was coming towards him with a full head of steam there for a moment.
Kyle Phillips without issue, guys. He'll get pushed off and sent back out. Just slid down through the infield. He took some evasive action, so the yellow will come out. He'll get his tail spot, and we continue to go here.
And there again, you come off a turn 2, you don't expect that you're going to get pinched off to the very inside of the track, but he wouldn't have realized that there was a second car to the outside that Alan Downey was having to leave room for.
Four on the board, 4 to go. Sean Evans, your leader over Ryan Turner in the 15. Mobile 1 white flag is up. We'll go back to it next time around here in Plastic Auto Recycler Heat Race number 1. 2 more heats to go for these 360 sprint cars, and then that will conclude our qualifying heats. Head into B mains.
You know, Fran pointed out in practice we had 15 drivers in our sprint cars in the 13-second range. We have got very good talent in our sprint car classes.
Very good. Throughout every qualifying heat that we'll see here, it's hard to get a win here at Ohsweken Speedway in the heats. It hasn't been hard for Dylan Westbrook in the features, though. That's where things are maybe going to change tonight. We'll see if someone's got it. Oh, slide in front of Turner. That was a close call.
Ryan Turner with a big old slider. Sean Evans trying to return the favor, but Turner keeps his foot to the throttle on the outside. Evans going to try again in 3 and 4.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he fed it back to him. There was no quit in Sean Evans there. And Ryan Turner had to have seen, look, he means this, and backed out of it, or that would have been ugly.
Mobile 1 white flag in the air. Sean Evans leads the way over Ryan Turner, Josh Hansen, and Alan Downey. What a fight at the front. Now here comes Hansen trying to catch Turner for the second spot.
He almost caught the outside wall there in turn number 2. Checkers in the air for Sean Evans. Let's see if Ryan Turner closes in to have any words with him on the cool-down lap here.
Here he comes.
You know, and that was subtle. That was just drives in front.
He's got the hand out there.
It was an aggressive slide job by Ryan Turner to take the lead. Sean Evans tried to return the favor and missed, but he was successful in the next one. And if Ryan Turner hadn't have lifted, there would have been contact, and that could have been pretty ugly. But
is aggressive-er a word?
Point. It is tonight. Point and counterpoint.
Man, oh man. What a race. Heat race number 2. Onto the racetrack. On the pole for this one from St. Williams in the 21, it's John Berberidge Jr. Rolling off second from Lewiston, New York in the 81, it's Derek Jonathan. Cole McDonald back tonight. He's from Caledonia in the 10C. Darren Dryden out of Freelton, the 12 Double D, starts in the 4th position. Going off 5th out of 10 for the 7 of Eric Gledhill. Starting in 6th tonight, D-Dubs, Dylan Westbrook from Scotland, the 47X. Kevin Pauls out of Dunnville in the 46 rolls off 7th, and going 8th for Mount Bridges in the 45, it's Nick Sheridan. And Tommy Gooch sent me a message at the start of the night. He's here tonight over in the pits with his brother, who's racing in the Thunderstocks. And Tommy said, Dylan, as a reminder, looking for his 40th career win at Ohsweken Speedway here tonight, feature competition.
Nobody's done that in a sprint car. Dylan is the winningest, so every win he's continuing to set the mark. And Greg, I'm going to tell you, the top 3 starters in this qualifying heat were 3 cars that didn't handle phenomenally in practice earlier on. Particularly the 10 and the 81. They had some handling challenges, so this could be exciting here.
A roll to the Cargo East start zone. John Burbridge really started early there. I think that will buy us a caution flag.
Dylan Westbrook up on the high side. Yellow flag is out.
So John Burbridge Jr. will have to drop back a row. We'll try that again. Let's have a look at the replay early.
Oh, big time. You have to call those. You know, if you're the officials, you got to.
Cole McDonald now will set the pace with Derek Jonathan on the outside. Good start for Cole McDonald. He leads the Core Pack Merchandising number 10 down into 1 and 2.
He'll lead down the back straightaway as Nick Sheridan gets up towards the outside wall there, the exit of turn number 2. Wow!
Man.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Darren Dryden is out in front after all that. I didn't see it because I've been busy watching mid-pack. And the moves going on. Look at Nick Sheridan to the outside of Jonathan, to the inside of McDonald. Nick Sheridan has been full of speed here in the last month and a half.
So is Dylan Westbrook running right behind him. Westbrook to the inside of Sheridan. Sheridan will cross him back over. Beautiful defense by Nick Sheridan.
What a night. What a racetrack for these cars tonight. The moves that are being made. Sheridan holds on to second. Out in front, it's all Darren Dryden, the 12, Double D.
Dylan Westbrook not able to keep pace right now with Nick Sheridan in that second spot after throwing that big slider. Sheridan got him back, and now Sheridan's able to put a bit of a gap between himself and Westbrook.
Good battle right now for the 4th spot. Derek Jonathan has it. Cole McDonald trying to get by. Eric Gledhill has it moved towards the front. That surprises me. That car's got a ton of horsepower.
It does so, but he's got his hands full with the handling on that DNO Towing number 7 machine. White flag going to come out this time for Darren Dryden in that 12 Double D. A great heat race for him. Nick Sheridan as well in the 45, giving that thing a fantastic drive.
Down the back stretch into corner number 3 to the checkered flag. Classic Auto Recycler heat race number 2 goes to Darren Dryden over Nick Sheridan and Dylan Westbrook. 3rd, 4th at the line. Moved by Gledhill. Here comes Jonathan. Gledhill will get the spot over Derek Jonathan. Then it's Cole McDonald and John Burbridge Jr., followed by Kevin Pauls.
Man, that was some spirited racing.
We still got another qualifying heat.
Whew.
Two in the books, 1 left to go for the Cool Kids Ice and Water Core Pack Merchandising Sprint Cars. Heat race is brought to you by Plastic Auto Recyclers. On the pole for heat number 3 from Beachville. And car number 5, it's DJ Christie. Lining up in position number 2 out of Ohsweken, the 77T, Tyler Paulus. Liam Martin out of Benbrook, car number 9, the Live Wire, starts in the 3rd spot, rolling off 4th. From Tonawanda, New York, the 7NY, that'll be Matt Farnham. Starting in 5th from Tilsonburg, the 17X, Corey Turner. 6th starting spot, the Ohsweken Flyer, Glenn Stiers. Car number 0, Todd Hoddick out of Cheektowaga, New York in the 94. He'll line up in the 7th spot. Aaron Turkey from Ohsweken, the 68, goes off in 8th.
That's a star-studded heat race.
Well, they all are anymore. It's, like you said, a lot of fast cars here. Again, I want to thank Ontario AGRA and PINEWOOD Horticulture, tonight's race night sponsors. I want to welcome Miska Trailers here tonight, enjoying a night at the races. Kenny Upul out front, their tent on display. Is there a disco going on in the background? Or?
Well, yeah, I was a couple of minutes ago. It was elevator music playing.
Oh,
I was like, what am I hearing? Eight laps the distance. I think it's DJ Darren. Keeping the mood light up here.
Carter Long ready with the green flag in hand. Final qualifying heat of the night before we go to a couple of B mains. Then it's feature time. DJ Christie, Tyler Palace on the front row bring us to the green flag.
Woo, Christie with a good launch, but then the turn 2 wall came up. Liam Martin going to take advantage. Christie having to lift, but still DJ Christie going to lead lap number 1.
A live wire, Liam Martin riding there in the second spot. Here comes Tyler Palace looking on the bottom. Trying to get a run on that 9-car, 3-car breakaway, but here comes Corey Turner with a head of steam. Back to the bottom ahead. Up, Matt Farnham was going to get a run. He'll try again down in number 1 and 2. Good battle right now for that 4th spot.
Out in front is DJ Christie by about 10 car lengths over Liam Martin. Tyler Powell is hanging on to the 3rd spot.
It's all DJ Christie in car number 5 out in front over Liam Martin. Tyler Palace. Tyler hot off his first win down at Brighton Speedway.
Very cool story. Wrecked the car Friday night. They stayed up all night long, working on it, rebuilding it, go down to Brighton Speedway and pick up a win.
DJ Christie across the line, 5 on the board, 3 laps left to go. The live wire riding in the 2nd spot. Liam Martin, car number 9, has not been able to close in on that 5 car.
No, certainly is not. The best battle in this race is deep in the field. Glenn Stiers, Aaron Turkey, Todd Hoddick all doing battle. Because out the front, it is all DJ Christie as we start to see some black up there in turn number 2 of a groove getting laid down.
Mobile 1 white flag is out for DJ Christie over Martin, Powless, Corey Turner, and Matt Farnham, the top 5.
Last time through 3 and 4, DJ Christie going to cruise his way to victory. 2nd place goes to Liam Martin. Coming home 3rd, Tyler Powless with a good run. Corey Turner finishes 4th, Matt Farnham in 5th, and it's Glenn Stiers, Aaron Turkey, and Todd Hoddick.
So that will conclude qualifying heats.
Our first B main going to roll out next. The top 8 should transfer, if I'm not mistaken. On the pole from Waterford, the 4 is Wade Thorne. Starting 2nd in the 66 is John Janssens. 3rd from Chippewa, the X is Jeremy Cooper. 4th from Smithville, the 20J is Nathan Joyner. Starting 5th from London, the 228 is Chris Lawrence. Starting 6th in the 32L from Cambridge, it's Graydon Lyons. 7th out of Caledonia in the 11, it's the pinball, Mike Giberson. Starting 8th from Caledonia, the 15 is Spencer Riddell. 9th from Caledonia, the 265 is Mike Evers. Rounding out the top 10 from Hamilton, the 04 is Rogan Monahan. 11th from Hamilton, the 12 is Don Deagle. 12th in the 38C is John Cote. 13th from St. Catharines, the 4A is Mason Anderson. 14th from Chatham, the 22 is Ethan Bodieu. 15th from Brantford, the 64E is Doug Erskine. 16th from Paris, the 79 is Steve Miller. And 17th from Ohsweken, the 33 is Mark Martin.
Here's an oldie but a goodie. Mary down in the ticket office just sent me a picture of a flyer from our hot dog eating contest days. That was, well, you were away. Tom Spencer just came over the headset. When? Where? Tommy Gooch took part in at least one or two of those.
Yeah, Spencer could probably win one of them. Although
he could, yeah. Hands down. It wouldn't even be fair.
I think he's more of a pleasure eater, though.
I don't know. If you got him in a bad mood, I think he could. Shout out to Mike, Uncle Mikey, sitting at home, watching the broadcast here tonight. Ready to come to the green flag here in this B main. Last chance to get into the feature here tonight. Thorne, Jansen, and Cooper make it 3 wide out in front.
There is no time to take a lap off if you're a mini stock racer. Here as Rogan Monahan goes around in turn number 4 in the 0-4 machine. Being instructed by Chris Long to get going. Tough break for Rogan Monahan in the 0-4.
Would have liked to caution with a chance to get caught back up and get into a qualified spot, but he'll get back under power. Way stay green. Thorne out in front over Jansen's right now. And then right behind that, it's Cooper and Joyner.
Look at them all working their way up the racetrack. Jeremy Cooper down low, keeping everybody up to the top 2 lanes of the racetrack.
Off of corner 4. Wade Thorne leading the way. Joyner right there gets to the outside of Cooper. Now Cooper fights back on the bottom. 3-car fight right now for that 3rd spot, and we've got a couple tangled up.
Couple into it there in turn number 2. It looks like they'll be able to keep on going. Mike Evers slow on the inside in that 265. The car is running. Evers going to make a hard left turn in turn number 2 and head it to the infield. Last opportunity to make it into the race, so you finish in the top 8 or your night is over.
Never seen Mike Evers with that 500 on the door, as Adam mentioned. Made his 500th start in the qualifiers. Rogan Monahan will catch back up, stayed on the lead lap.
Yeah, good fortune for Rogan. Dave Hunsinger giving the double up signal, saying we're going to go green this time. So heading to the Cargo Ease restart zone. It is time to go back to green flag racing.
Thorne on the outside, Jansen on the bottom. Oh, Pinball takes a shot from behind, holds on to the car though. It's in a transfer spot right now in that 11.
It's going to get dicey back there in that battle for the 8th spot. Look at Mason Anderson back there, Rogan Monahan, some fast drivers. White flag is out, one more lap around.
Mobile 1 white flag is out. Thorne leads the way. Jansen goes up the hill. I thought looked like he lost some power there. Might have just pushed up the hill. It's going to be 3 wide for that 2nd spot as the checkered flag comes out.
Right now, Deagle and Guyberson both have transfer spots. Can anybody catch them at the line? It's going to be Wade Thorne for the win. Then Jansen's, Joyner, Cooper, Riddell, Lyons, Deagle, and Guyberson. Those are the cars that will transfer. Unofficially not making the show, Rogan Monahan, Mason Anderson, John Cote, Chris Lawrence, Steve Miller, Ethan Beaulieu, Mike Evers, and Doug Erskine.
Good try there by Rogan Monahan. Had the fortune of that caution flag coming out and got a shot there and came up just 1 spot shy of transferring with one more last chance qualifier to come. It's for the Strickland Brantford Chevrolet Crate Sprint Car Division. 14 cars set to make the call for this one. And it will be top 8 to transfer. Starting on the pole for the B main from Hagersville, the 24K, it'll be Kiana Teal. Cameron Olm out of Port Colborne, the 777 goes off in the second spot as the cars circulate over there on the warm-up track. That also doubling on Thursday nights as our micro sprint track. That you can see live streamed on G-Force as well. Thursday nights, 7 o'clock. Join Jack and McLean as they prepare to take over our jobs here in the tower, Adam. It won't be hard.
Greg, did you hear it 2 weeks ago? So one of the parents came in the booth mad. Jack called her a Karen, told her to get out, quit yapping. We got racing to do. And I was like, oh, look at Jack. Yeah, we heard you, bud. Like, don't get.
Did he just throw his kid directly under the bus?
I was wetting my pants laughing when I heard it at home. I was like, oh, he didn't just actually say that. But how many times have we wanted to say, Karen, get out of the booth. We're trying to go racing here.
Never.
Never. Not at all. We're not like that. We're not like you, Clint.
I never get to say it. I'm never in the booth. But I was like, oh, he didn't just say that. It was great. Great TV.
All right, so Kiana Teal, Cameron Olm on the front row. Jonah Mutton starts in third. He's from Brighton, the 98. Melissa Miller out of Ohsweken, the 38. Will line up in fourth. Going fifth from Dunnville, the 11W is Nathan Jackson. Starting in sixth from Port Perry in the 4B, it's four-barrel Daryl Peltier. Starting in the seventh spot from Thamesford, the 14, Larry Gledhill. Eighth spot from Beamsville, the 27 is Nico Hansen. Tom Pellizzari out of Cortland in car number 5 starts in the ninth spot with Adrian Staley from Kitchener in the 50 LS going 10th. Ken Hamilton from St. George, the 69K, starts in the 11th spot. 12th is Devin Bacher out of Hagersville in the 3. Starting 13th, but not making the call tonight, Logan Schwedick. And the MK8 of Matt Hill not able to make the call either. So 4 of these cars will go home as 8 will transfer. 12 laps the distance. Kiana Teal leads them down through 1 and 2. Here comes Jonah Mutton down to the inside of Olm. Cameron Olm in that 777 to the outside. Four-barrel Daryl's got it wound up. Here he comes.
Wow. I thought he was going to have a bigger head of steam and things were going to get snug, just like he's doing there in turn number 2. He'll pick up that third spot.
Good run for the 4B. He definitely had struggles in the qualifying heats. You noted it, Adam, just all sorts of handling issues, but he's got those figured out and back with speed like we would expect for the 4B.
Nathan Jackson in the 11 working up into that 4th spot down on the inside. Oh, problem for Larry Gledhill in the 14. That car is off the pace down the front straightaway. He is going to work his way towards the pits.
And that'll put us under the Dixieland Grill caution flag as Gledhill rolls slowly down the back stretch to a stop in the Oakwood Transport 14. Rough season for Larry Gledhill, who was really coming on strong, and I thought could be a top 5 contender in the points this year, but whether it was between the early season crashes or some misfortune under the hood.
Ton of speed.
Yeah.
Beautiful race car.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a great looking race car.
Must have jumped out of gear or something, guys. No adjustments made, just asking for a push off. Looks like he may be checking the steering on the car as he goes around here slowly being pushed off. Watch when he comes around to you if he likes what he's feeling in the front end or if he decides just to pull it back to the pits.
Well, he hasn't fired just yet, so I think his night might be over.
He was reminded on the one-way radio as he slowed down there is no 2-minute work area. So he will be done, as you say, if he does go back to the pits. And looks like that will be the end for Larry Gledhill, as you guys documented. Tough season for a great gentleman here. 60-plus years playing with the kids and having a great time, and had a great season. He can get it done when luck's on his side.
Now, Kiana Teal just drove to the inside of the cone. So hopefully she knows come green flag time, you got to go to the outside of that cone.
Yeah, Dave just started barking at them. We are Cone this time. Cone is on the front stretch, so she has been told in the one-way, guys.
Back to the green flag with 9 laps left to settle it. 8 spots on the line for the feature event. Green goes in the air through the cargo ease restart zone.
She knew just what to do on that restart, gets a good launch, but Darryl Peltier right behind her in that 4B, not letting her get away.
See what he's got. He's had a head of steam on that outside line. That's what's got him to the second spot. He'll make the charge down in 1 and 2. Gets another good run. He'll close the gap quick.
Down the back straightaway, Darryl Peltier right off the right rear of Kiana Teal, looking for that race lead. They'll work off of 3 and 4. Teal still with the top spot as they cross the line.
Teal's had a couple of good, solid weeks in the micro sprints, has been race winner a couple of times, and now she's having a good, solid run here tonight in the crate sprint. Good to see in that Dixieland Grill 24K.
Running a nice line out there as well. A little bit lower on the racetrack than Darryl Peltier. It's a good, safe line for her. You know, you're really not flirting with getting up off the banking. You're not flirting with the outside wall, but she's maintaining a lot of speed.
Teal, Peltier, Mutton right now the top 3. Then you've got Olm, Jackson, Hansen, and Staley, along with Melissa Miller, the transfer cars. But here comes Pellizzari. He's in 9th, looking to get by that 38.
Down into 3 and 4, Melissa Miller looking to make a move on Adrian Staley. Pellizzari closing in on Melissa Miller. That's the battle to watch on the racetrack. That's the position that matters.
3 laps left to go for leader Kiana Teal. Got a little sideways that time off of corner 4. That'll allow some ground to be made up by Darryl Peltier. Good battle, though, as we continue to watch for that final transfer spot. Melissa Miller really pushes up the hill through 1 and 2, and that's going to allow Tom Pellizzari to draw up to her outside.
You know, if you're secure in a transfer spot, you don't need to race as much, but really they do, because you're 7th, 8th, you're at the risk. So they've got to race as hard as they can here as it's, contact, or just about, between Pellizzari and Melissa Miller, and that could have spelled the end of Melissa Miller's chance to make it into tonight's A-main.
Checkered flag coming out. Kiana Teal's going to pick up the win over Peltier, Mutton. Then it's Olm, Hansen, Jackson, Staley, and Pellizzari will get the final transfer spot. So Melissa Miller, Ken Hamilton will be done for the night. Kiana Teal pretty happy. You can see pumping the fist behind the wheel, winning that B main. Good for her.
Well, like you say, she's won races on the small track out back, so she knows what it takes. But to actually get a win on the big track on a Friday night, Greg, that's what they all aspire to.
So that will conclude B main racing. We'll take a quick break and be back. It'll be feature time momentarily here at Ohsweken Speedway.
Are you looking to sell or fix your car? You can do it all with Kenny U-Pull. Whether it's running or not, we pay you top cash on the spot. We'll even tow your car off your lot. Need parts? Our yards have over 25,000 cars ready to be stripped and over 10 million car parts ready to be pulled. Find what you need at a fraction of the manufacturer's price. Fix it or sell it with Kenny. Visit KennyUpull.com today.
tractor?
Yep.
Can she see in the dark?
Can do.
Hook up all the implements?
Can do.
Steer with ease?
Can do.
Bale hay all day?
Can do.
Shift like a race car?
Can do.
Keep a juice box cold?
Can do.
I'm out of here.
Victor Bomberio.
Rookie. Watch out. When you're out there, there's honestly no thinking. You just react. These cars are just savage. I'm just trying to get comfortable in being uncomfortable.
Tiffany Gate Fresh Gourmet. Our savory potato sides can be prepared any way you like. Serve warm or chilled, as a main or as a side. Tiffany Gate Fresh Gourmet. Create your way to great taste.
Introducing the Fleet lineup by CargoEase. Our commercial and Titan Series slide come with weight capacities of 1,500 to 3,000 pounds and features HDPE Ultra Ply Deck, a 1/4-inch rubber mat, 8-inch aluminum side rails, a patented spring release T-handle, and L-hook fasteners. This is the CargoEase Fleet lineup.
Back at Ohsweken Speedway, Fresh Stone presents Friday Night Excitement, brought to you tonight by Ontario AGRA and Pinewood Horticulture. Let's send it down to Slack Lumber Victory Lane. Clinton Jeffrey.
Thanks a lot, Greg. Here with Jesse Costa. Jesse, as we say every week, if you can start your night here in Slack Lumber Victory Lane, it's a good start to your night. That means you're the Ackland Top Gun Award winner tonight. So that means you passed the most cars in qualifying. Talk about your night, and how do you feel going into tonight?
Yeah, the car was pretty good. I was a little worried out when we rolled out. It was a little more hammered down than I thought it was going to be, but good to bring the money back to Nate at the end of the night that he's putting out. Just really appreciate what he's doing for not only me, but everyone here at Ohsweken.
Right on, Jesse. Track conditions, they look fairly good tonight. Turn 1 looks good. What are you seeing?
Yeah, track looks pretty good right now, so hopefully get the setup right and put it up front. We're starting 7th, so we got a little bit of work to do. But just want to say hi to my family at home watching, and we got the DNO towing guys here, so hopefully we can get another win with them here.
Right on. Good luck, Jesse Costa. I'm going to jump over here with Nick Sheridan. Jesse can head out. Nick, so we got a little game here. We got some dice here. So you're going to pick up these 4 dice. We have 5 bonus prize to give away. So you're going to roll those 4 dice here. We already did 4 of them, and we'll let the drivers know. And this is how we're picking some bonus money tonight. So that would be a 10. That would be position number 14 will win some bonus money from Nick. Now, Nick, you're going to do the invert from timed hot laps today to see if you get your spot back here for the rundown, and it will be an 8 invert for Nick Sheridan. Jeff, you can step out of the way. Nick, how you feeling tonight, bud? Your car looks real quick, and since almost NASCAR night, you've been on the chip, man, running really good.
Yeah, man, it's we feel really good tonight. We'll see. I don't know really sure what this track's going to do. If that top stays, we should be pretty good. We're rolling good up there, but yeah, we tried some new things at NASCAR night, and it's working pretty good for us.
All right, Nick, good luck tonight.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Nick Sheridan, he will have a busy night as crew chief for his brother Jake tomorrow up in Sauble Beach. We'll be live on Racing America covering that with our crew. So if you're around, make sure you come and check us out on Racing America, and we'll be hanging out with Nicky tomorrow. That's it from here. Let's talk about, guys, on September 6th, Friday Night Thunder, our very own documentary program is in its final season. We're saddened that it's going to pass on, but we still have the last season coming up. It premieres Friday, September 6th at 8:30. We'll be here at the track, but you can catch it on APTN. Let's look at an upcoming trailer for the new season coming up.
Champion 2022, thank God.
I'm not wasting money on stickers this year.
It's a year of unknowns. Like, where am I going to land in that crop of new drivers? They're really good.
I'm meant to be here and I can make this work.
Yeah, whole time. Oh. See how pumped he was? Shit happens though, that's racing. It's like I'm on the edge trying to keep it on 4 wheels.
Victor Bomberio!
Rookie. Watch out.
I want to be the one to win. I need to be the one.
Let's go see what we can see. When you're out there, there's honestly no thinking. You just react. These cars are just savage. I'm just trying to get comfortable in being uncomfortable. Get in there! If I cared about all kinds of stuff, I'd end up with a pot belly and gray hair. I ain't going down that road.
Playing it safe is something that's on my mind.
Oh, big crash! Wow!
This car is basically gone. PM on APTN. Catch Season 4 of Friday Night Thunder. Welcome back live here to Ohsweken Speedway. We're on G-Force TV as we get set to go with the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks. Guys, it's all yours.
Thanks, Clint. Here's how they're going to line up for the feature event. On the pole from Brantford, the 64 is Nick Erskine. Second from Linden, the 11J is Jeff Elslinger. Third in the 76 from Burlington is Sean Taylor. Fourth, the 54 from Stratford is Chris French. Fifth from Smithfield, the 6X is Mike Sarantaco. Starting sixth in the 2 from Hamilton, it's Matt Newell. Seventh out of Beachville, the 66X is Martin Schroeder. Eighth from Ancaster, the 16 is Fabio Oliveri. Ninth from Niagara Falls, the 5K is Ken Hare. 10th from Guelph, the 1 is Jason Tolton. Starting 11th from Waterdown, the 01 is Tristan De Silva. Starting 12th from York, the 9 is Tim DeBoer. Starting 13th from Caledonia, the 51 is Jesse McDonald. 14th from Hagersville, the 23 is Dusty DeBoer. 15th, the 1A from Brantford is Ashton Dickey. 16th from Port Colborne, the 14L is John Lubeck. 17th from Dundas, 32, Jillian Hills. 18th from Caledonia, the 21X is Mark Bazine. 19th and the 17th from St. Catharines, it's Alex Riley. 20th from Waterdown, the 46 is Rodney Rutherford. 21st from Waterford, the 4 is Wade Thorne. 22nd in the 66 is John Janssens. 23rd from Smithfield, the 20J is Nathan Joyner. 24th from Chippewa, the X is Jeremy Cooper. 25th from Caledonia, the 15 is Spencer Riddell. 26th from Cambridge, the 32L is Graydon Lyons. 27th from Hamilton, the 12 is Don Deagle. And 28th from Caledonia, it's the pinball, Mike Giberson in the 11.
Green flag out, Erskine. Elslinger lead them down into corner number 1. How about this for Nick Erskine? What a story. Starts on the pole for this one. It's got to feel good for this youngster. He's had a rough middle part of the season, but he's up to speed now. But that 11 car on the outside, he's been quick.
I mean, Elslinger's had all sorts of speed this year. He's had some different variations of bad luck, but speed has not been an issue for him.
All sorts of things stacking up mid-pack right now from Jason Tolton on back. You've got Tim and Dusty DeBoer behind him. Tristan De Silva's 3 wide right now. All sorts of action through the middle part of this pack. 2 on the board.
Nick Erskine hanging on to that second spot. That's got to feel good for the young man from Brantford. Through the field, Looking for Jillian Hills. Whoa. Fabio Oliveri gets sideways. He's going to lose a handful of spots.
Shows you how much momentum is key here in the mini stocks. If you have to slow up for any reason, you'll plummet through the running order.
No, you're absolutely right. Jillian Hills, the points leader in that white and blue number 32. Alex Riley in the 17, second in the points. And they are right together on the racetrack around the 15th spot, Greg.
3 on the board. This time it'll be 4 on the board. Still running 3 wide, 4 wide mid-pack right now. Included in that is the point leader, Jillian Hills, in second place in points. Alex Riley, they're right in the thick of it in the 32 and the 17.
Part of a 3-wide battle off of turn number 2 as one gets squeezed into the wall. That's Fabio Oliveri right among those points leaders as he's got a problem in 3 and 4 up off the banking.
And he'll roll. He'll come to a stop now with the high side of corner number 4. And that will put us under the Dixieland Grill caution flag for the first time in feature competition tonight. There's Fabio stopped on the outside of corner number 4.
Window net coming down on that 16. That's not a good sign. That generally means he feels his night is over. Have a look at the replay. You could see him get squeezed up into the wall there in turn number 2, and he knew right away in 3 that there was a problem with that race car. So let's have a look at our ones to watch in this one. 32, Jillian Hills, the points leader. And Greg, I dare say she's been the points leader based on consistency and based on keeping that car out of trouble, which is evident from the fact there is barely even a dent in that 32 machine.
Yeah, beautiful race car, and she's been smooth and steady, consistent, finds herself atop the point standings.
And the other is the 14L of John Lubeck. John Lubeck coming off of a recent win here at the racetrack, really having some good runs as of late.
Have you watched any of the Stapleton Auto Works videos where they go around to some of the old NASCAR Cup facilities and they see where they're at right now, or they went back to Rusty Wallace's old shop back in the day? Well, they're on YouTube. They have a great show, and one of the most recent ones was with Johnny Benson. If you get a chance, they go through Johnny Benson and his dad's shop where they built parts. And speaking of which, Johnny Benson's in the pits tonight here. I saw a picture with he and Glenn. But if you haven't watched Stapleton Auto Works on YouTube, man, that is a great show that they do, all YouTube-based. But the one with Johnny Benson was really good.
Well, that's strange. Johnny Benson is good friends with the Lichties. So on a night when Mike Lichty's not racing.
Green flag is out.
Down through 1 and 2, Nick Erskine with a good start there. Jeff Elslinger slips back to the second spot, but look at the power under the hood of the 11.
Elslinger on the outside, Erskine on the bottom. Mike Sarantakos running that outside right now. Ken Hare having a good run in the 6X. We had to go back to the record books. We were talking about, Fran was saying how it'd be good to see Mike get a win. He does have one win here. And I think it might have been last year on a night when we didn't get to do Victory Lane.
Oh, what a bummer. That's the one downfall of not doing it. And I love that sometimes you got to rush through the program. You want to get through all the racing you can, but tough when a winner doesn't get to have their moment. What a battle at the front of this one. Nick Erskine running a good smooth line on the bottom, but Jeff Elslinger with all sorts of speed up high.
Ken Hare hanging around there in that 5 car. Started the season strong, and he's been pretty quiet here through the middle months of the summer. But he's right there in the back bumper of Nick Erskine. 8 laps on the board, 7 laps left to go.
Rodney Rutherford in a different look tonight, driving that 46 machine. He's up into the top 5.
The point leaders are still really in the thick of it. Oh, Mark Bazine had a handful off of corner 4, right near Alex Riley, and in front of the point leader, Jillian Hills.
nothing has changed in this race. You know, the top 6 are still the top 6, and there's a bit of a gap, and then it's just absolute chaos.
No one's had any big charge from the back of the pack like you would expect. Mark Pazine has got a handful right now. He's trying to get this 21X pointed straight. He keeps getting shots from the rear end, and he's sideways through 2 there right now, and they're still 3 and 4 wide, middle of the pack.
Insanity back there. Meanwhile, at the front, Jeff Elsinger not able to get away the way he was earlier on. Ken Hare and Nick Erskine just a couple of car lengths behind the race leader. Now Ken Hare will look to the inside off of turn number 2.
Top 3 breaking away just a little bit from Tim DeBoer right now. Rodney Rutherford tapping the back end of the 9 of DeBoer. Sarantakos using that high outside line. Top 6 still a bit of a breakaway.
Some chain reaction going on at the back of the field. It really affected Jeremy Cooper in that X machine. He lost a bunch of spots, but we've got a battle for the lead. Ken Hare to the inside of Jeff Elsinger with 2 laps to go.
Off the corner, here comes Ken Hare. He's got to win this year. He's going to give Elsinger a charge now on the inside line, heading down into 1 and 2. And the Dixieland Grill caution flag comes out for the second time for Fabio Oliveri down in corner 2.
Oliveri able to pull away in that 16 machine. I believe he's going to take that car back to the pits. Dave Hunsinger urging the drivers to get single file so we can sort out the race lineup. This will be a 3-lap run to the finish. Greg's doing math. I can smell it.
I'm just curious on all the feature winners here in 2024. And Jeff Elsinger, I thought he had more than 1 win, but just the 1 win so far. Pretty interesting. 9 races we have had. 7 different winners.
Who would be the only multiple-time winner? Alex Riley.
Alex Riley
is the only one?
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pat myself on the back for that one. I usually can't remember who won by the time I leave the pits.
That's quite the hat there, Fran.
Isn't that something?
Wow. We don't need the camera light on. Then his hat lights up the room. Three laps left to settle this for the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks. Crate Sprints up next with their feature event.
Jeff Elsinger going to lead them back. Ken Hare, that purple and orange 5 machine right behind him. Boy, oh boy, look at the hungry pack just in behind this race leader as they bring us back to green.
Ken Hare looks to the inside of Elsinger as they head down into corner 1. Here comes Tim DeBoer. He's going to join the fight amongst the top 3. All over the back end of the 64, Nick Erskine.
Contact was made there in turn number 1. He gave Erskine a chance to collect his race car, and he needed it. Ken Hare edges out front, then gets loose off of turn number 4. 2 laps to go.
Final couple of times around. Elsinger trying to hold on. Hare's got the advantage through corner number 2. Down the back stretch, side by side. Elsinger will edge ahead a little bit. Hare fights back on the bottom.
Side by side for the race leader. Hare down low, Elsinger up high. The white flag gonna fly. DeBoer has taken over the 3rd spot, but Nick Erskine's fighting back on the high side.
Hare got sideways in corner 4. That cost him a lot of track space, but he's gained it back up. He'll take one more charge down into 3 and 4.
Side by side for the race leader. Door to door off of turn number 4. Hare down low, Elsinger up high. Drag race to the finish. Elsinger to the win. Hare 2nd. Tim DeBoer 3rd, Nick Erskine 4th. Once again, Nick Erskine just off the concrete.
Wow. Feel good story for him, though, coming home in the 4th spot. Look at this finish. Elsinger up top. Hare gave a charge down in 3, but Elsinger just able to keep momentum. No real change in line for Elsinger. He made it look easy and grabbed the win. They'll head down to Slack Lumber Victory Lane Ohsweken, your winner over Ken Hare and Tim DeBoer.
Boy, if you're Nick Erskine, you've got to feel pretty good, though, about that fourth place finish.
After what he's been through in the last number of weeks, that feels great. To run up front, come home with a fourth place finish, a chance to win, and Lone Wolf Fireworks will light up the sky for Jeff Ohsweken, picking up his second win of 2024 in the 11 machine.
Did you guys get pepperettes today?
We didn't.
I think he gets disqualified then. And for those insiders who aren't paying attention, Jeff brings us Springer's Meats, and he's won those nights. Tonight he didn't do it, still wins. How about it for your winner, Jeff Ohsweken? Come on out front, Jeff. Jeff, I have to tell you, you're going to be disqualified because you didn't give the announcers our Springer's Meats tonight. So next week. Double or nothing?
No. When I win, I bring them next week.
All right, fair enough. Maybe I had it backwards. Congrats, though, Jeff. Good run. I mean, it seems these last couple years you just keep stepping up on that ladder, getting better and better. Your confidence, cars running better. Are you at your peak performance now?
I hope not. I mean, geez, I got a long way to go. I'm still pretty new to the sport. I earned it this week. Like the last 4 races, I had a lot of problems, engine, ECU problems. It just kept dying halfway through the race. And last week I got clobbered pretty hard, so I worked hard for it.
Congratulations.
Can I thank my sponsors? It's been a long time. So Springer's Meat, Northern Prime, All Pro, Owner's Box Fantasy Sports, Timpson Auto, Huffman Home Improvements, Chicago Pneumatics, Klotz, Polygraphics, Canesville. Hope I didn't forget anybody. Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody.
Good luck, Jeff. You never talk to Kenny here. Kenny, you got a feature win this year. Still running good. Anytime you can end up in slack victory lane is a good finish to your night, no?
Yeah, no, that was definitely great. I hope you guys enjoyed that finish. It was definitely really close. We're definitely happy to be back here.
Awesome, Kenny. Congrats.
Thank you. I just want to thank my sponsors quick. Wayne Meraldo Property Care, Custom Lot Clearing, Cooper Motorsports, Corey Sawyer Motorsports, LKQ Niagara, and thanks, Tyler, for everything today.
You got it. Kenny Hare will be second. We'll get over here and get a word with Mr. DeBoer. Derek will take his picture. Well, Tim, solid run, man. You got to be happy, right? Anytime you finish up here, standing and talking to us is a good night, no?
Yeah, good night. We made it up through the pack there, and it was a good track. You kind of pick where you wanted to go, and it worked out really good. It's fun. I had the little guys here today, so they usually when I have them here, it doesn't go this well. So this is good.
How about number one? Dad's number one? Do number one? All right, there we go. We got a number one out of the little ones. How about it for our mini stalkers here tonight? Tim DeBoer, Kenny Hare, and our winner, Jeff Ohsweken. We'll be right back live here from Ohsweken Speedway on G-Force TV. 3 features to come.
Farmall. 100 years of can-do. 100 years of milestones. 100 years of family. Generation after generation, its legacy lives on. The one for all since 1923.
Tiffany Gate Fresh Gourmet. Our savory pasticides can be prepared any way you like. Serve warm or chilled, as a main or as a side. Tiffany Gate Fresh Gourmet. Create your way to great taste.
It all started for us at the racetrack, from dirt to water. We have continued to keep the adrenaline and drive to make sure that we are always in the forefront. We are driven to give our customers the absolute best in service, products, and memories with your family. No matter what your passion is, whether it's on the water, in the dirt, on the snow, or on the road, we will always be here welcoming you over and over again through the doors here at Lockhart's. You're not just a customer here, you are part of our team.
Back live, Ohsweken Speedway. Fresh Dome presents Friday Night Excitement, brought to you by Ontario AGRA and Pinewood Horticulture. As we get ready for our second feature of the night, the Strickland Brantford Chevrolet Crate Sprint Car Division. Brett Stratford coming in as the point leader. Been so strong here in 2024. He'll have some work to do here tonight, starting from the 6th spot. Here's your starting lineup. 20 laps the distance on the pole from Ohsweken, the 9C, Brian Anacoke. To the outside from St. Catharines, the 2S is Al Slate. Lining up third from Rockwood, the 94, Ryan Fraser. Brent Bigelow out of Thorold, the 71 lines up fourth. Fifth from Picton in the 87, it's Andrew Hennessy. Starting in the 6th position, the point leader from Wainfleet, the BS 39, Brett Stratford. 7th starting spot where you'll find 2nd place in points, Jesse Costa from St. Thomas in the 52. Rob Neely out of Rockwood in the 74, he'll start in the 8th spot. Going off 9th out of Harrisburg in the 14W, it's Greg Wilson. Broden Weiler from Simcoe in the 14B starts in 10th. Lining up 11th from Wainfleet, the 72, Tanner Podwinski. And going off 12th out of Ohsweken, the 99, Josh Hill. Starting 13th from Baden, car number 2, Travis Hofstetter. Tyler Ward from Woodstock, the 29W, goes 14th. Starting 15th from Stony Creek, the 24A, is A.J. Lewis. 16th from Brantford, the 88, Lance Erskine. Going from the 17th spot from Six Nations to 20, the Iceman, Johnny Miller. And going 18th from Georgetown, the 2M, Steve Murdoch. 19th starting position belongs to Cam Thompson from Ohsweken, the 28T. Alongside Keegan Baker out of Ancaster in the 16X, goes from the 20th position. Going 21st, B main winner from Hagersville, the 24K, Kiana Teal. 4-barrel Daryl Pelche from Port Perry in the 4B starts 22nd. 23rd from Brighton, the 98, Jonah Mutton. Going 24th from Port Colborne in the 777, that's Cameron Ohm. Going from 25th out of Beamsville, the 27 is Nico Hansen. 26th from Dunville, the 11W, Nathan Jackson. 27th starting spot from Kitchener in the 50 LS, it's Adrian Staley. And Tom Pellizzari to Cortland in the 5 starts 28th and in the final spot. Lockhart's Odyssey, ones to watch here tonight. First up, Brian Anacoke. That number 9C has been very quick this season. Another heat win here tonight in the Canada Fuels 9C. Wouldn't be surprised to see him in victory lane.
And the second one to watch, the 2M, is Steve Murdoch. Driver from Georgetown. In a new car because they have destroyed some equipment this season, Greg.
That they have. Coming to the green flag for the Crate Sprint Car Division, Brian Anacoke. Al Slate head down in 2. Corners 1 and 2. Anacoke to the bottom. Slate on the outside. Everybody clean and green through 1 and 2 so far.
Man, oh man, watching that pack come off the second turn with about 6 different lines being used out there. It is hairy.
Anacoke gets a little breathing room, but look who's already up to the 2nd spot. Started in 6th, the point leader. Brett Stratford has worked his way by Al Slate.
Stratford up to P2 in that black number 39. Brian Anacoke out in front in the 9C. Al Slate settles into 3rd in that 2 machine.
Across the stripe, Anacoke completing lap number 3. Still 17 left in this one, but you've got Brett Stratford closing the gap lap by lap. Slate holding down 3rd, Brent Bigelow in 4th, and it's Ryan Fraser completing the top 5.
Brian Anacoke doing a nice job right now. 15.3. He's faster than Brett Stratford, running in the 2nd spot the last time by.
Stratford did close the gap this time down in corner number 1. Let's see if he can do it again in 3 and 4. Off the corner, he is there within a couple of car lengths now. Oh, one off, way high off of Fort Keegan Baker. Reels it in, nice save.
Able to get it back on the racetrack with a good head of steam going. He did lose some positions out there. But at the front, Brian Anacoke still cutting some good corners there. Brett Stratford continues to close the gap, but then Anacoke will run a good corner and then stretch out those 3-4 car lengths again.
Both drivers catching the back of the pack as Nathan Jackson in the 11 is the first car in sight. Now we've got one up off of corner number 1, the Dixieland Grill caution flag out. Keegan Baker saved himself from that up in 3 and 4 a few laps ago, but now he's up in the hay bales in corner number 1.
Well, Brian Anacoke just got saved from lap traffic. He was just catching up to the back of the field there when that yellow flag came out. He had just been overtaken, I think, by Brett Stratford, or at least challenged by Brett Stratford. So Nanticoke leading the way in the 9C. Brett Stratford in the 39 runs second. Al Slate third in the 2. Then it's Brent Bigelow in the 71. And the 52 of Jesse Costa rounding out your top 5. 6th through 10th, Brian Fraser in the 94. Andrew Hennessy in the 87. The 14 of Broden Weiler. The 99 of Josh Hill. And the 2M of Steve Murdoch. Greg, how many pairs of glasses do you have?
Don't ask. I have reading glasses, distance glasses, prescription sunglasses, several mugs and drinking glasses.
You don't drink enough.
Shout out to Fonzie. Had his Stag and Doe raffle tonight. Sitting around the fire at his trailer watching the Big O on G-Force.
Adam Turner reached out earlier on doing the same thing. Hanging out in what looked to be a beautiful setting.
Listen, we know what happens when I don't have my distance glasses on. Let's not get into that, Adam.
That was nothing but awkward.
Back to the green flag through the Cargo Ease restart zone. Brian Nanticoke leads over Brett Stratford, Al Slate, and Brent Bigelow.
Nanticoke brings it up to speed. Brett Stratford right behind, and then Jesse Costa starting to flex his muscle in that 52 machine. He'll look to the outside of Al Slate.
Been very impressive, Brian Nanticoke, the way he's able to pull away from Brett Stratford. You talked about it. They get close, and then Brian Nanticoke would have a good corner and regain all that distance. Canada Fuels 9C looking really strong here tonight. Could it be the night?
I don't think too many people would be disappointed to see that, Greg.
No, not at all.
You know, Stratford's not going to lay over, though. He is continuing to apply the pressure as we've got 9 laps complete in this Crate Sprint Car feature event.
Brian just seems so smooth and steady right now, and you can tell Brett's kind of searching around, looking for a little extra speed. But all the while, the one charging here, the one that had the surprise win this year, was Jesse Costa, and he's closed the gap on the top 2.
Stratford to the inside of Brian Nanticoke off of turn number 2. He'll draw even with the 9C down into 3 and 4, but Nanticoke drives it deep into 3 and 4.
Stratford, your leader. Nanticoke holding down second. Here comes Jesse Costa now to the outside line. Close call between the top 2. Here comes Costa in that D&O towing, number 52 to the inside. Nanticoke, he'll take second. Now he's on the tail tank of Brett Stratford.
Did he ever drive it deep into turn number 3 on Brian Nanticoke? Slower traffic is going to come into play.
This is exactly what Jesse and Brian Nanticoke need as the leader heads into the lap traffic. Nico Hansen to the outside of Brett Stratford. He can't clear him that time. By Costa now is right there behind the BS39. He'll work to the outside looking for the lead.
Jesse Costa up high. Brett Stratford down low. Stratford won't even really feel him there just yet. Now he knows he's there.
Off a corner 4 they come. Costa to your new leader. The family at home's cheering, I'm sure. Nonetheless, Stratford right there behind him. Still not over. 7 laps left to go.
A lot of racing still to go as Jesse Costa leads the way through 3 and 4. Working his way through slower traffic to the outside of Nathan Jackson he goes.
Brian Nanticoke right now trying to hold on to that 3rd place, but Brent Bigelow now finds a line on the bottom. He'll get by him, so the 3rd spot now goes to Brent Bigelow. Nanticoke back to 4th, but now he's feeling pressure. Andrew Hennessy, something's gone awry on the 9C. I think there's something wrong, maybe in the right rear. He's starting to plummet through the field as Slate and now Murdoch get by Brian Nanticoke.
Man, he was having such a good run, was Brian Nanticoke out there.
This is always having something in the suspension in the right rear.
Jesse Costa just jumped over the back end of Cameron Holm down into turn number 1. What a moment for our race leader.
2 laps left to go for Jesse Costa. Leading the way over Stratford and Brent Bigelow. These 3 have been the top of the pile here in 2024. Leader Jesse Costa cutting through traffic. White flag out, the Mobile 1 white flag.
Costa driving away from Brett Stratford. We haven't seen anybody do that all season long. He'll work down the back straightaway for the final time.
Through 3 and 4, working the high line through the traffic. Jesse Costa in the D&O Towing 52 gets the win. Second place will go to Brett Stratford over Brent Bigelow. Then it's Steve Murdoch making his way up to 4th over Andrew Hennessy in 5th. Al Slate 6th. Brian Nanicoke holds on to the 7th spot over Lance Erskine. Josh Hill and Tanner Podwinski completes the top 10.
And there's Jesse Costa clipping Cameron Holm down into turn number 1. Fortunate that did not end his night. My goodness.
Good night to have the folks from D&O Towing here. As Jesse Costa makes his way to Slack Lumber Victory Lane. Beats Brett Stratford. Problem is, when Brett finishes second, not a lot of points gained. 26 points was the difference. 3rd win of the season for Jesse. That will tie him with Brett Stratford and Brent Bigelow. So all 3 on the podium with 3 wins this year.
Yeah, they really have been the class of the field this season. We've had a lot of good drivers in this class. Fast cars, but these have been the 3 that have separated themselves from the rest of the competitors.
Jesse Costa parks it in Slack Lumber Victory Lane. Lone Wolf Fireworks light up the sky for his 3rd win of the season. He'll get the gloves off and climb out and talk to our Clinton Jeffrey.
Thanks a lot, Greg. Waste no time getting out of this beautifully prepared number 52, checkered flag in hand. He'll climb up to the top and get ready to salute you fine fans tonight. How about it for Jesse Costa? Two other hard competitors out here, Brent Bigelow and Brett Stratford. Will get a word with both of them as well. And 2 guys that are not too happy unless they're on the top spot. So I'm sure we'll get some words out of them as well. Jesse Costa and his crew coming in here. Larry Gledhill, one of the first ones in. Dad coming in, Oscar and the crew coming in to give him a high five and a how do you do, Jesse? Well, Jesse, you talked to us in the Top Gun Award ceremony there, saying 8th was a tough spot. You paid off here. Brett got out front early, man. How did you have to keep your cool together, realizing that the guy you're chasing the points is already leading? You're stuck in 6th or 7th. How do you keep your cool and make it work?
You just got to get patient, not try to worry about where guys are 5 laps into the race. I was just waiting until we get lap traffic. I love when this track's like this. This is when Ohsweken's the best right here. Just got to thank my team, Nathan Ackland Racing. So fortunate to be driving this car. I got to thank my dad for working so hard on this thing, Curtis Gartley, all the Gledhills and Oakwood Transport, D&O Towing, Ackland Insurance. We got another one for the D&O guys while they were here, so that's awesome. Wells Foundry, Butler Built, Welders Millwrights, Lone Wolf Fireworks, Creative Edge. I just got to thank my wife at home. I'm sure she's watching, everyone at home. And, yeah, this is great going in the last 2 races of the year.
Congrats, Jesse Costa picks up some needed points as we work towards the end of the season. Brett, you're smiling here. You know, it's still a good finish, and I know you don't care about points, but you're the point leader. It'd be cool to be champ, wouldn't it? Let's talk about that. You know, you get out front, you're running away, then lap traffic kind of gets in the way, and you end up second. Can you be happy with that? Are you frustrated? Where's the emotions now?
Oh no, my car was an absolute beast in the beginning. I was just I was being very, very careful because everyone whines when I get near them. So I was being as smooth and as careful as I could, especially in Nanico, because that guy's awesome. So I was just really, that I could have blasted by him at any time, but I was just taking it easy, and then I took the lead, and it was like a light switch. My car just went away, and it was evil. I'm actually, I'm really, really shocked we ended up with second, because at the end we did not have a second-place car at all. So
all the points tonight, Brett. Congrats.
Oh, I want to thank Chris Woods from Wood Transport. What's Chris Woods'? Wood & Co. Sorry, Chris Woods, but thank you. Hopefully you'll still buy me a tire. That one's got 9 races on it, and we're about due for a good one.
They have Brett Stratford, everybody's second place. We one quick word in here with Brent Bigelow. We'll get the deal going. Brent, solid drive here again. You know, a U3 seemed to be the class of the field coming into the final few weeks. You know, it's a tough sled, but these are tough competitors with Jesse and Brett here.
Yeah, you know, these guys are bringing their best every night, and you got to give them the respect they deserve. But not really a driver's track tonight, more hammer down, gripped up, just not my style, and we managed. The car was okay, not really the greatest, but again, that type of racetrack really isn't what we come to do. So other than that, we'll take a nice top 3, keep digging away at the points here, and see if we can get on the podium at the banquet, and just appreciate everyone tuning in at home and all our sponsors and everyone that supports us.
We have Brent Bigelow third, Brett Stratford second-year winner tonight. Jesse Costa takes home the Strickland Crate feature event. We'll be back live after a quick short break here. The Thunderstocks are already lined up on the front straight. We will be right back from Ohsweken Speedway.
My family came over here from Germany, and my grandpa Arnold Lushen bought this 1953 Super M.
This is the first tractor that I actually drove and used on the farm. If somebody said, Mark, I'll give you an 80 acres that's worth $1 million, would you give me that tractor for that 80 acres? No amount of money would buy this tractor.
My grandpa made the comment before that that was the tractor that built Lushen Farms.
Tiffany Gate Fresh Gourmet. Our savory potato sides can be prepared any way you like. Serve warm or chilled, as a main or as a side. Tiffany Gate Fresh Gourmet. Create your way to great taste.
Freshstone presents Friday Night Excitement at Ohsweken Speedway. I'm Greg Kellman, Adam Ross with me here in the Tower. Clinton Jeffrey trackside. Here's your starting lineup for the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstock feature.
On the pole from Caledonia, the 88L is Logan Ferguson. Alongside him from Hamilton, the 07 is Scott McPhail. Third from Thorold, the 11 is Go Fast Teeple. Fourth in the 55 from Caledonia, it's Mike Thorne. Fifth from Caister Center, the 28D is Donnie Lampman. That car's for sale if anybody wants a good competitive race car. Boy, oh boy, that's been to victory lane a few times. Starting sixth from Binbrook, the 427 is Tim Phelan. Seventh from Hagersville, the 8 is Ryan Dinning. Starting eighth from Brantford, the 13 is Casey Huffman. Ninth from Harley, the 37 is Rob Hoskins. Starting 10th from Caister Center, the 28 is Jim Lampman. And 11th from Hagersville, the 93K is Mike Klazinka. 12th from Port Robinson, the 108 is Zach Bleach. 13th from Keister Center, the 41 is Adam Plazik. 14th from Burlington, the 97 is Ron Logie. 15th from Myrtle Inn, the 96 is Steve Shaw Sr. 16th from Ohsweken, the 69G is Brian General. 17th from Hagersville, the 23 is Trevor DeBoer. 18th from Welland, the 14 Double D, Dustin Duga. 19th from Hagersville, the 49 is Dave Bailey. Starting 20th from Victoria, the 84 RK is Ryan Beagle. 21st from Tilbury, the 711 is Seth Lanou. 22nd in the 222, it's Nick Mazzy. 23rd from Hamilton, the 43 is Kyle Andrus. 24th from Simcoe, the 88 is Hayden Nye. 25th from London, the 76 is Jamie Googe. 26th from Tilbury, the 92 is Paige Lanou. 27th from Ohsweken, the 61 is Steve Johnson. And rounding out the field from Ohsweken, the 24 is Blake Bombury Jr.
Green out on the field. Logan Ferguson will lead them down into corner number 1. 20 laps the distance in this one. They're already 5 wide for the lead, beating and banging.
Holy moly. What chaos in 1 and 2 as we've got one around in the corner. I believe they'll keep on going. That's Lanou. They'll get that car pointed in the right direction. Out in front, Logan Ferguson going to lead lap number 1.
Donnie Lampman to the inside of the 28D. That car for sale, and it is out in front. Logan Ferguson striking back on the outside line. The fastest we've seen this car all season, the 88. Having a great night.
Indeed. Donnie Lampman, though, in that 28 machine will take the lead down low. Just enough room for Logan Ferguson to try to squeeze through to get that spot back.
And he's doing the Baja off of corner number 2. Gets back on track about mid-pack and squeaks in where it's 4 wide with the point leader on the bottom.
Yikes.
Good battle at the front, side by side. Oh, one and spun around right in front of the leaders. Lanou goes back around Paige Lanou in the 92, and Donnie Lampman will woe up just in time.
When I hear you say it, it reminds me of Gary Gnu. No Gnu's is good Gnu's. I'm Gary Gnu. You remember that show?
No, I don't.
What?
I have no idea what you're talking
It's the Great Space Coaster. Come on.
What channel was this on?
I don't know. The only one I watched. Anyone back me up?
Were there windows in the room you were staying in?
Oh, but the walls were padded. You could run as hard as you wanted. Whack.
There's Logan Ferguson's wild ride off of corner number 2. Man, that looked like a scene out of the Dukes of Hazzard, didn't it? Just like Roscoe P. Coltrane up on the outside.
Oh, the references just keep on coming. I remember your references.
I don't have any. Impressive, though, that he saved it.
Never lifted. My goodness. Just bouncing through the outfield.
Wow.
Whew.
Driver's called to double up. See the Mobile 1 white flag of the line.
Yeah, Donnie Lampman in that 28D. For sale signs always look more appealing when the car's at the front.
Exactly. There's a danger in that.
Well, who were we hearing might be hanging up the racing shoes at the end of the year?
97.
Ron Logie in the 97. Hope that wasn't it. Was that a secret? Were we told to keep that to ourselves?
It's not now. We're tight-lipped. You can tell us anything.
Allegedly. And you can say anything as long as you end with allegedly.
Back to the Cargo East restart zone they go. Donnie Lampman to the outside. Denning on the bottom. Here's Zach Bleach. He had a fast car in the qualifier tonight. And again, they go 4 wide for the lead off of corner 2.
Donnie Lampman up high. Ryan Denning down on the inside. Up the middle goes Zach Bleach in the 108. How about Rob Hoskins in that 37 flexing some muscle here in the early going?
3 wide behind the leader. Hoskins to the inside of Bleach. And then you've got Donnie Lampman on the outside. Adam Plazik having a good, solid run again here tonight in a top 5 position. Ron Logie's got a head of steam into corner number 3 as you got a 7-car breakaway at the front. And here comes the point leader trying to tag on to the end of this train.
Well, the funny thing in the heat race, Dave Bailey in the 49 got out front and absolutely walked the field. And Mike Thorne heads up the racetrack towards the pits. He's going to keep it on the track there in turn number 2.
And that will bring out the Dixieland Grill caution flag. 6 on the board and 14 to go.
Donnie Lampman in the 28D. I think he was just showing off. Cars for sale. Like, look, I had the race won. I'm going to take it to the back. I'm going to have myself a soda pop, and I'll be accepting offers the rest of the night.
Guys, I don't know if it's public knowledge or not, but Jim Lampman sold the farm. Literally, their spot in Smithville Caster Center, they have recently sold it. Jim tells me they'll be moving up north and racing part-time in the future with us. So, be a bit of a loss from us weekly.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, since we're telling secrets, I've had this rash, Greg.
Omaha! Can I get security to the tower, please?
It's far too early for this.
Was that Daniel?
Yeah, I've never heard that voice.
I've never heard Daniel talk. That's how bad that comment was, Adam. Wow. It's not
Great night of racing.
Not even 10 and we're already off the rails.
And funny, you talk the top 3 and get all different reactions on what the track was like, but I'll tell you this much, that track looked beautiful from where we're sitting. We've seen drivers able to use every line out there from the bottom to the top and then some. Logan Ferguson.
Even where it's not packed. Here they are doubled up, ready to go through the Cargo Ease restart zone. There's Mike Thorne to the high side of 3. He's ready to rejoin the field. As we come back to the green flag, 6 on the board, 14 to go.
Thorne did a good job timing that, too, to rejoin the tail of the field and get up to speed. Whoa, Rob Hoskins, a little bit of contact on Ryan Denning from behind. Zach Bleach going to edge out in front in that 108 machine. We could be looking at a new race leader at the stripe. Zach Bleach going to take over the top spot.
Adam Plazik now to the 2nd spot to the outside of Ryan Denning in the 8 machine. Oh, Hoskins goes around. And I think everyone's going to avoid him, so that's a positive thing, but I believe that might put us under the caution if he doesn't get it fired up, and it will.
Boy, Hoskins was having a good drive there, running up inside the top 5.
See how that transpired.
Dave Bailey down to the inside. And contact was made.
$13 to go now. A new leader, Zach Bleach, Adam Plazik. Boy, oh boy, he's come on here in the last few weeks.
He sure has. Great to see. Always fun to see different drivers showing speed.
Tim Phelan up there in 4th. Great runs for a few drivers here tonight. I just heard Darren. He's playing the show that you were talking about. It's a Muppet show.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Thank you, Darren. Send us that link, young man.
It's like low-budget Muppets.
Muppets were low budget.
That's how bad this is.
It's a discount brand Muppet show. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What was the show called?
I think it was part of the Great Space Coaster.
Man, where was I?
I don't know. What else was on that? I can't even remember what else was on that show. I can remember the theme song, though. Want me to sing it?
Sure. That'll make Clint happy.
Go ahead. I'm sure we won't get a strike if you're singing.
What was the name of that thing? Okay.
That's scary. Explains a lot, though, about you. All right, here we come. Back to the green flag.
Between that and Hilarious House of Frightenstein, that was pretty much my upbringing.
Wow. 13 laps left to go. Here comes the point leader. He's in the thick of it now.
Ryan Beagle up to the third spot, working through the middle of the racetrack. Dave Bailey on the inside, though, keeping him within his sight.
Oh, Trevor DeBoer, nice save.
We've been saying that all year long.
Oh, look at Ryan Beagle's going to make it 3 wide on the bottom. This is the fight for the lead. Bleach on the outside, Plazik in the middle, Beagle on the bottom. Here comes Phelan to the outside. 4 wide for the top spot. Bailey said, let's make it 5 wide.
I don't even know who led that lap. Zach Adam.
Red flag. I think we had one go over. Might have been Kyle Andrus in the 43.
Safety crews on the scene immediately to help tend to Kyle Andrus. I don't know if he was upside down or if there was fire.
Not sure. Didn't catch that one. Watching the 5 wide battle for the lead there.
Yeah, I was watching that one too. But the way Dave started barking in the radio tells me he went over here. Just, you get that tone from the race director. You can tell. The red is typically something big has gone down. They're working on the Andrus cars. You can see all the rad has come out of it, and he will work his way out of the right side door here. And they'll work on getting this one towed off. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We will have a bit of puddle down on the bottom, but we should be able to get that going. As you can see, Dave has already started working the lineup down the back stretch, so we'll be ready to go here as soon as we got this one cleaned up.
Have a look at this replay over on the right side of the screen.
What happened?
Yeah, he just got sideways and caught one of those blocks.
Wow.
And I believe it was the roof flap on the right side, just like we saw at Michigan with Corey LaJoy.
Kyle, you okay?
I'm definitely okay.
Did you get over? That's the question.
All the way.
All the way. Good to see that you're all right, though. All the way, guys, if there was any question.
I think that's got to be his new nickname.
Kyle all the way Andrus?
Yep.
There you go. Oh, you're right, yeah. Caught the block there, and that pained me to say that. You're right.
How about here for Kyle Andrus? He's waving at the fans here. Let him know you appreciate that he's all right. Carter, could have some front-end work on the rad area, but other than that, doesn't appear to be too bad. We do have a bit of a puddle down here that these guys will have to work on, but it's not in a spot where they typically are running unless they're in problems.
And even from the replay, Clinton, yes, he did go over, and I'm glad he's okay, and it was a tough wreck. I don't think the car would be that torn up over it because he hit the very front into the blocks, and we can see here that the right side, the roof, doesn't look to be any worse for wear. Yeah, even the Christmas lights still work. Well, we've got the opportunity. We get the field up to speed again under yellow. Let's have a look at our upcoming events calendar here at Ohsweken Speedway, brought to you by Carmen's Group. Next Friday night, the ILA Sports and Brant County Tire present back-to-school backpack night with all 4 divisions, just like we saw tonight.
Plus the Gales Cash Blast, 55 laps for the Thunderstocks have been added.
Good call. September 6th, Bradshaw's and Epic Racewear present Championship Friday, another 4-division night. And then it's time for the Northern Nationals. Thursday night, we got the Northern Thunderstock Nationals. Friday night, the Northern Crate Sprint Nationals. And then the Saturday night, Nitro 54 Variety, Aero Express, and Sitting Bull Tire present the Northern Sprint Car Nationals. Upcoming events for the APC Series, and it is winding down. Tomorrow we head up to Sauble Beach for Sauble Speedway in the Stewart's Kubota 100. And then September 7th, we're at Delaware Speedway for the Castrol Great Canadian 300. We're going to double up the field, 9 laps in, 11 laps to go here for the Thunderstocks.
Still one feature to come for the 360 sprint cars.
You realize for the next week I'm going to be sending you links from the Great Space Coaster.
Oh, I can't wait.
I bet. What did I send you this week? Oh, Gage Martinez.
Look-alike, yep. Oval 1 white flag out. Next time we'll be right back at it with 11 laps left in this one for the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstocks. Again, as Clint mentioned earlier on in the night, Middleport Mechanical comes on to be the sponsor of the first ever Northern Thunderstock Nationals. So thank you to Middleport Mechanical. They're great support of this fantastic division. We're seeing more great racing. Before that rollover, they were 5 wide for the lead.
That was unbelievable. Well, I shouldn't use that word because I totally believe it. Like here at Ohsweken, that is what we have come to expect.
Yeah, you're right. Green flag back out, and Adam Plazik will lead them down into corner number 1.
Ryan Beagle pokes the nose to the inside. Tim Phelan takes a wider arc. It's a good run of steam off of turn number 2, but out in front, it's Adam Plazik.
Ryan Beagle had the nose down there, halfway home this time by. 10 on the board, 10 laps left to go. Still hot and heavy all throughout the field. Good racing action. Here comes Beagle, looking low on the 41. Bailey stacked up behind him in the 49. Phelan's on the outside trying to get a run on everyone.
Ryan Beagle really able to drive that car deep into the corner. Adam Plazik back in the turn up a little bit, but it's allowing him to get off the corner with a great head of steam.
Beagle on the bottom, Plazik in the middle, Phelan on the outside. They'll make it 3 wide. Here's Dave Bailey right behind Beagle. Great move there by Phelan using that outside line. He's making it work.
He certainly is. Beagle out in front, but Phelan not giving up on the high side. He'll drive it deep into 1 and 2.
And knowing Tim Phelan, he has got to be excited about this. Smokey is right there hanging with the best of the best in that 427.
Running that high line while Ryan Beagle and Dave Bailey run down low.
Little contact there that time between Phelan and Bailey. Got into the right rear of the 49.
Dave Bailey about half a car length off the back of the 84 of Ryan Beagle. We have not seen Ryan Beagle get passed for the lead in quite some time.
No, it's been a little while. And Dave Bailey, though, has found his way to victory lane this year and trying to make his presence known right now. Right on the back bumper, Ryan Beagle down into corner 3.
It'll be 6 laps to go this time when they cross the start-finish line. Dave Bailey putting all the pressure on Ryan Beagle that he can handle right now. Looks to the inside off of 4.
These two have been the show for the last number of years at Ohsweken Speedway. Ryan Beagle, Dave Bailey, the 84 RK and the 49. And it's been Bailey that ends up the champion every year, but Beagle right now has the point lead. He's got the race lead, but here comes Bailey to the inside.
They split the gap on that slower car. Dave Bailey not able to hoodwink Ryan Beagle, but he certainly got his attention, I'm sure.
Tim Phelan holding on to the 3rd spot as now Bleach and Plazik go door-to-door for the 4th position. Off the corner, Beagle leads the lap. It'll be 3 laps left to go.
Ryan Beagle just turned his fastest lap of the race that time. He's got about 3 car lengths over Dave Bailey in the 49 as they approach 3 slower cars.
Dixieland Grill caution flag on the Speedway.
After the yellow comes out, Scott McPhail goes around in turn 2.
We've got an exhaust manifold here right in the middle of the groove, and someone started hitting it, and we're trying to get that cleared up. That's the issue here, guys.
Oh.
Big manifold here in the middle of a big exhaust pipe. It's all bent up. Be careful, Will. It's going to kick it down my way instead.
sure it's cool. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Let's see how his leg is. Hot potato.
That's not that bad. I'm not picking up my bare hand, though.
Throw it at the car you think it came off of.
Maybe it'll stick. Is this yours? Is this yours? Is this yours? Don't touch it, Jack. Jeez, aren't you paying attention to what we're talking about?
Don't be such
Come
a
here.
Clint. Don't be such a Karen.
Take it. Go ahead. You really want to pick it up? You want to test it out? It's not hot. Okay, you're a hero. He's got a. Ow! How about you film it so we can show everybody what came off the car? Straight pipe off somebody's car there, so somebody's lost their tuba. You can take it away now, Sid.
The mouthpiece on that's the right size for you, Adam.
How did I get done?
Give it a toot, Sid. Give it a toot.
I'm sorry.
You should
No, I'm
be.
not.
Coming back to the green flag, there's 3 laps to go in this Thunderstock feature event. Other tracks wouldn't put up with this kind of entertainment.
Back to the green flag. 3 laps left to go. What's going on mid-pack there?
Lots
of action.
Beagle out in front. Tim Phelan lost a couple of spots, but Adam Plazik and Zach Bleach got together. That worked to Phelan's advantage. Down into 3 and 4. It'll be 2 laps to go this time.
3 wide behind the leaders, but it's all Beagle and Bailey going at it for the win here tonight as Bleach and Plazik continue to be side by side. They've been together all night.
4 wide for that 3rd spot. Ron Logie looked to the inside of Bleach and Plazik. Tim Phelan was up high. White flag in the air one more time around as Ryan Beagle leads them under the flag stand.
Beagle looking for win number 6 on the season. Bailey looking for number 3 on the year. He'll draw up right to the back bumper. Has he got anything for him in the final 2 corners?
Down into 3 and 4. Beagle to the inside. Bailey up high. He'll swing it to the outside. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Ryan Beagle for the win. Dave Bailey comes home second. Smoky Tim Phelan finishes 3rd.
Another good one for the Thunderstocks. Plazik in 4th, Logie in 5th. Zach Bleach finishes in the 6th spot. Then it was Trevor DeBoer, Casey Huffman with a top 10, Steve Shaw Sr., and Mike Klazinga rounds out the top 10.
A little bit of brake checking going on down there in the backstretch.
Yeah, a little shenanigans, tomfoolery. Dave Hunsinger talking to Logie and Bleach, telling them to move. Stop playing their games there in corner 3. As the top 3 make it down to Slack Lumber victory lane. Ryan Beagle, win number 6 on the year. Dave Bailey second. Tim Phelan will complete the top 3 as Lone Wolf Fireworks will light it up for the point leader, Ryan Beagle, the big dog. As we'll get ready to draw the winning 50-50 number as well. There's 2 of Ryan's fans, Trinity and Megan, down there. I know they're big fans of Ryan Beagle. Hey, Trin. Hey, Megan. Ready for the big dog to climb out in Slack Lumber victory lane.
Ryan Beagle works his way out of the 84 RK as he's done a few times already this year. He's the winner tonight. How about it for the big dog, Ryan Beagle? You know, when you win a bit, you build fans, and then when you win this much, they're going to start booing you soon, Ryan. Good run here tonight. This car just been flawless.
Yeah, it was just a race to the front tonight, and luckily we got to the front before Dave, and nice to see a big crowd tonight. It's really nice to see.
It is. Track conditions, we've heard differing reports depending on who you talk to. Is it in your wheelhouse tonight?
I think so. I'll have to look at lap times later, but it felt slick in spots, but in spots, like especially the straightaways, there was a lot of grip.
Right on, Ryan. Anybody want to thank?
Just all my sponsors, Ackland Insurance, Oakwood Transport, APC Auto Parts, RK Automotive, and Hess Autotech, and my crew in the pits. One guy's got a broken leg tonight, and he's still helping me, so can't complain.
Good job. Can't keep this crew down. Ryan Beagle wins. We'll get over here and talk to, we'll do our 50-50 in a minute, too. Get your tickets out. Well, feeling good again, Bailey, like you're back up here. I feel like we got the old Brewster Baker back.
Yeah, we learned what not to do, and just when Beagle's beating us all the time, you just gotta try stuff, and stuff we tried didn't work, so we're back to what we were doing, and seems to be working out well. One spot.
Starting to peak at the right time, Dave.
Yeah, it's good, and just awesome racetrack tonight. That was so much fun, just slippery, and you could still make the top work if you needed to, and just kudos to the track guys. It was an awesome track.
Right on. Thanks, Dave Bailey, everybody. We get over here and talk to Tim Phelan. Tim, solid drive tonight, man. You look good on that high side. Are you feeling comfortable out there and finally starting to get your groove?
Yeah, that was a great track to play on. Car felt really good. That was just a lot of fun.
Awesome driving. Anytime you can run up here with these two guys, that shows your program's really coming together.
Yeah, I got to thank everybody that's been helping me out, my dad and Steve and Jim, Dale, Ethan, my sponsors, Caledonia Auto Supply, Lincoln Angus Farm, Jimmy Lowenberg. Couldn't do it without them.
Right on, you got it. Tim Phelan third, second will be Dave Bailey, and our winner tonight, once again, the big dog, Ryan Beagle, picks up the feature win here in the Middleport Mechanical Thunderstocks. Will be back live here at Ohsweken Speedway. One feature event to go, the 360s, coming up right after this break.
Lockhart's Odyssey is BRP's newest marine dealer for the legendary Alumacraft fishing boats, the luxurious Manitous, and the affordable Sea-Doo Switch pontoons. Come aboard our new outdoor showroom, located here in Cortland at Lockhart's Odyssey, your BRP superstore.
Victor Bomberio.
Rookie. Watch out. When you're out there, there's honestly no thinking. You just react. These cars are just savage. I'm just trying to get comfortable in being uncomfortable.
Are you looking to sell or fix your car? You can do it all with Kenny U-Pull. Whether it's running or not, we pay you top cash on the spot. We'll even tow your car off your lot. Need parts? Our yards have over 25,000 cars ready to be stripped and over 10 million car parts ready to be pulled. Find what you need at a fraction of the manufacturer's price. Fix it or sell it with Kenny. Visit KennyUpull.com today.
Your mom got a new tractor? Yep. Can she see in the dark? Can do. Hook up all the implements? Can do. Steer with ease? Can do. Bale hay all day? Can do. Shift like a race car? Can do. Keep a juice box cold? Can do. I'm out of here.
Tiffany Gate Fresh Gourmet. Our savory potato sides can be prepared any way you like. Serve warm or chilled, as a main or as a side. Tiffany Gate Fresh Gourmet. Create your way to great taste.
Fresh Dome presents Friday Night Excitement from Ohsweken Speedway. Ontario AGRA, Pinewood Horticulture, sponsors tonight of the program. One feature left to go. It's for the cool kids, Ice and Water, Core Pack Merchandising Sprint Cars. 25 laps the distance. Lining up on the pole for this one out of Binbrook. In car number 9, it's the live wire. Liam Martin to his outside for Beachville. In car number 5, DJ Christie. Starting at third from Freelton, the 12 Double D, Darren Dryden. Going fourth is Josh Hansen out of Beamsville in the 88H. Lining up fifth from Mount Bridges, the 45, Tricky Neck Sheridan. And going from the 6th spot, looking for his 40th career Ohsweken Speedway win from Scotland, the 47X, the point leader, D-Dubs, Dylan Westbrook. Starting in 7th out of Scotland, the 87X, Sean Evans to his outside from Dunville, the 15, Ryan Turner. Starting in 9th, it's Tyler Powlis out of Ohsweken, the 77T. Going 10th from Hamilton, the 19D is Alan Downey. Starting in 11th out of Thamesford, car number 7 is Eric Gledhill. Rolling off in 12th. In the 17X from Tilsonburg, it's Corey Turner. Going 13th, the defending champ, Mike Bowman out of Stevensville in the 71 to his outside from Tonawanda, New York, the 7NY, Matt Farnham. Starting 15th from Lewiston, New York, the 81, Derek Jonathan to his outside, the Ohsweken Flyer, Glenn Stiers in car 0. Rolling off 17th is Ashton Van Every from Ohsweken in the 77E. Also from Ohsweken in the 68, it's Aaron Turkey going 18th. 19th from Brantford, the 49L is Lucas Smith. 20th from Caledonia, the 10C, Cole McDonald. Going 21st from Dunville, the 46 is Kevin Pauls. 22nd, Todd Hoddick out of Cheektowaga, New York in the 94. Starting 23rd from St. Williams, the 21 of John Burbridge Jr. 24th at the Gaister Center, the 11 of Jamie Turner. And in the final spot, the 25th position, Kyle Phillips out of Grand Island, New York in the 21K. 25 cars, 25 laps the distance, the final feature of the night.
What a great night of racing it's been, Greg. The racetrack, like we've heard from different people, like we've heard from Clinton Jeffrey, not everyone's jam, but there's nothing to complain about.
No, it's basically the style of racing surface tonight. It's not that there's problems with the track, it's whether you like that type of surface or not. Different drivers like different things. We've heard that tonight. And that usually, when a track surface is like that, can lead to different winners. So don't be surprised, maybe, if Dylan Westbrook finally gets knocked off the throne. Only Mike Bowman's been able to beat him this year.
Well, we're going to find out. He's got a solid starting spot, but he's got very good race car drivers all around him.
Could this be the night for Nick Sheridan? Boy, he's been quick, fast in his heat tonight. Just have to wonder if that 45 can be one of those drivers that knocks the 47X off the top.
You could absolutely be right, but look at the front two rows. Youth, enthusiasm, speed, nerve, they've got it all.
Carter Long, double greens in hand. He'll get the leg up on the perch, ready to cut him loose. The 360 sprint cars come to life. That was messy mid-pack. And D-Dub's already the outside, 3 wide, looking for the third spot.
Out in front, Liam Martin with the lead, but DJ Christie tried to slide him, didn't work. Liam Martin going to lead lap number 1.
We saw some dirty sliders going on in the qualifying heats earlier on tonight. We'll see what this track service does here in this feature. Dylan Westbrook gets by DJ Christie. He'll cut down the banking, looking for that second spot back.
Liam Martin out in front, running up on that high side the way we've seen him do so many times. He is bold when it comes to running that outside. Let's see how he handles a bit of a cushion there in turn number 4.
All Liam Martin out in front in that summertime insulation number 9, the live wire, right out to the wall. He's maneuvering that car. Dylan Westbrook in his tire track. DJ Christie running the exact same line in third. Back and forth, Sheridan and Hansen.
Dylan Westbrook a little bit faster that time than our race leader Liam Martin. But Martin's still out in front in that clean air. He's going to close into the back half of this race. Back of this pack, rather, in the next lap or so as he works off of turn number 2. Kevin Paul's the first car he's going to come to, only half the straightaway out in front.
Last lap around, Darren Dryden gave away a couple of positions, got way over the banking at 1 and 2. Now he's going to get one of those spots back as he works low on Sean Evans. He'll take that position back.
Liam Martin had to venture off the high side of the racetrack. That really slowed down his progress. He's going to have to stay down there if he wants to work through this pack. Dylan Westbrook right behind him.
Wow, Liam Martin with a handful off of corner number 4. Heavy traffic in front of the leaders. Dylan Westbrook slices through 4 cars.
Wow.
Oh, DJ Christie hard into the fence. Red flag on the Speedway for DJ Christie. Way up in the air was the 5 of DJ Christie.
That car comes to rest. And he is out of the car, folks. How about a round of applause for DJ Christie? He has climbed out of that race car. I saw something out of the corner of my eye, Greg, but I swear it was too high to be a race car.
No, that was DJ Christie, a long ways up there. Let's have a look on the replay.
Yeah, he definitely got up there.
Well, DJ's out of the car with his helmet off, taking a look around. The wing has broken right away from the car.
That was throttle that sent him into the flip. The car, as it started to roll over, got bite up on the high side and went up in the air.
And we've got the fire crew running somewhere.
Yeah, something's going on in turn 2. They're headed over there now. We'll talk to DJ Christie. DJ, you had a minute to catch your breath. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm not really sure what happened. I just entered the same as I had been, and I don't know if I have no idea what happened. Honestly, I just bit and went for one hell of a ride.
You didn't clip anybody? Was it a one-car wreck?
Oh, I just think I caught the cushion and sent me for a ride.
Thanks, DJ. We appreciate your time. The car is rolling, guys. It is on all 4 wheels. The wing has gone off. It's got some suspension damage here to the back end, but I think for the most part it's going to be all right.
It was a wild ride.
So it was Derek Jonathan that they needed to send the race med crew down to in corner number 2.
Right next to Dylan Westbrook. Boy, what a turn of events.
Wild ride for DJ Christie running in the top 3.
Yeah, he's right. As we watch that replay, hopefully we'll get another look. It's hard to tell what sends the car toppling in turn 3.
Well, like I say, he even said it, I think, in that interview that he caught bite when he started going up, and you could see it almost launch the car up into the air. By that time, it starts rolling. Just a weird situation. Usually, it's the car gets sideways, catches something, and it propels it and flips it. But it was a totally different situation there where he gets over the bank, and then it's as though the car, because you see it does a wheelie. The front wheels go up in the air, and it almost launches him into this flip. Right here, front wheels go way up, and then the right rear is still touching the ground, getting traction, and propels him into the air.
He missed the banking.
Yeah.
So he sent the car into the corner as he had been every lap.
Yeah.
But the rear tires got up over the banking, so he was all 4 in the air. So it's just a matter of however it lands is what's going to determine what happened next. Seven laps complete, 18 laps to go.
There you see it. I mean, like Clint said, it looks like, for the most part, for as wild as that flip was, the damage hopefully is minimal.
This is about the best look we got. As he pitched it up, yeah, he just missed the bite. And the hay bales and the catch fence probably kept him from flipping much, much further off the end of the racetrack.
It's Derek Jonathan who had the issue where they had to attend to him with some fire being pushed through the infield. Got a right rear flat. So the Kenny U-Pole push truck team will be busy getting all these cars refired. 7 laps complete, still 18 to go in our final feature of the night.
Okay, I believe Dave Hunsinger is going to tell them to go ahead and push the cars off here shortly.
Carter Long pulls the red flag back. We'll bring out the yellow flag, and we can get these cars rolling again.
As we see the Kenny Upul push trucks at work, want to welcome all the folks here from Kenny Upul. They had a lot of people here tonight. We appreciate your support of some of the important guys and gals who keep our show moving here. The push trucks weekly, guys, we'd be lost without them.
That we would. They do a great job. It's well orchestrated. This isn't just a bunch of people out there with vehicles grabbing random cars. There's a method to everything they do out there, and they do it better than anyone. You could put our team up against anyone, and boy, they do a great job here. We've got the benefit of the warm-up track over there, which is our micro sprint track we talked about on Thursday nights, but to be able to push them off over there, get them going, and then as soon as they push a car off, they've got a system. Okay, which one's next in line to push off, and they're ready to go.
That's what's always fascinated me.
Situation has arisen. The 21 of Phillips will stop there up near turn 2 under the red, got out of the car, ran to the pit area, and ran back to the car. Did not speak to the officials, did not do anything. He will be sent tail for the restarts.
I feel like we know why he went. I don't think it was for a competitive advantage, maybe.
Well, I beg to differ.
Oh, yeah? Okay. I guess that's just the first thing that comes to my mind.
Well, how much does a few liters weigh, Greg? Is it an advantage or not?
A few liters.
Hey, if you got out of your race car on the track, you must have really had to go.
Hey, there's been nights in the tower here, I'll tell you that.
I don't dare, Greg. You better say that.
A mighty wife's moment. Okay, Fran. Wow, look at that. What a shot there. To the moon.
I like that both of us are looking for it.
But it's behind us.
Must
Is it
be.
not? It's got to be.
It's up. I would think it's
I
above.
see the reflection in the glass here.
If you look out the side
Off
window,
of
you
turn
might
one.
be able to see it like you're looking straight down Chiefswood Road.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's above us, Greg.
I just told you it's beside you in turn 1.
That's still above us. It's a freaking moon. You donkeys.
Aw.
Oh, dear.
Winning 50-50 was $1,540. Winner was on the spectator side. Winner is Dave Snively from Simcoe. Congratulations, Dave, for being our 50-50 winner tonight.
Awesome. Nice little haul.
Just getting the field sorted out here, back ready to go. With Liam Martin, the leader, over Dylan Westbrook and Nick Sheridan. Liam Martin looking for his first win of 2024 here at Ohsweken.
A lot of people are looking for their first win in this class.
True.
It's funny the things that we say, though, right? You can't think very much. If you're going to announce, you can't think. If you think, you're sunk. But you're right. It's the one thing that would come to mind. But unless you're Dylan Westbrook or Mike Bowman.
And by this point of the year, Liam Martin's usually got at least a couple of wins. So
Yep.
that's the surprise in this for Liam. But when it's been the Dylan Westbrook show like it has been, boy, that's tough. It's tough for anyone else to get wins.
He hasn't been sharing.
No.
All right, here comes the choose cone.
I love watching Chris and Carter.
Yep.
Chris working the cone. Son Carter on the flag stand.
Just imagine if our kids were able to order us around. Like, hurry up, Dad. Let's go. It's like payback for all those years.
Soon they will be. Doubled up, ready to go. Mobile 1 white flag displayed. Liam Martin, Dylan Westbrook bring us back to the green flag with 18 laps left to settle it. Can Liam Martin knock Dylan Westbrook out of victory lane?
Wow.
Yeah, that's about all you can say about that turn 1 and 2. Around the outside he goes, gone.
He had a plan, he executed the plan, but now Nick Sheridan works his way into the second spot. Liam Martin will try to fire back. He'll drive to the inside in 3 and 4. Slide job.
Sheridan back down by. He'll take the spot back across the line. He's back to the second spot. All this happening behind Dylan Westbrook in the 47X this time by. He'll complete lap number 10, leaving us with 15 to go.
Now it's a matter of who can. Oh, wow. A couple of teammates coming together up at turn number 4. Liam Martin and Ryan Turner. My goodness.
Still clean and green. Josh Hansen, the benefactor there. He's going to get by both cars. Slides up in front of Ryan Turner. Oh, another one off over the banking there. That was Eric Gledhill. He'll gather it back up, though.
Out in front, Dylan Westbrook leading the way the last time. Nick Sheridan was a little bit faster.
Wow, Ryan Turner, Josh Hansen close off of 4 again. What a battle. These 3 cars going back and forth.
Nick Sheridan was a lot faster than Dylan Westbrook last time at this stripe. Westbrook threads the needle around a couple of slower cars, though. This is where the advantage might go to our race leader, Dylan Westbrook. He is just so good, but as I say that, look at Nick Sheridan close the gap on the 47X.
No one's been able to do this in a very long time. He's right there on the tail tank, right behind this lap car of Derek Jonathan. Westbrook has to lead, but here comes Sheridan digging on the bottom for it.
Sheridan able to make some traction on the inside of turns 1 and 2. That's where he's been very, very good.
Off of corner 4 they come. Lap 15 on the board. 10 laps left to go. Dylan Westbrook high. Sheridan on the bottom. Off the corner goes Westbrook. He'll take the lead back. Sheridan's right there, though.
Down through 3 and 4. Both drivers right up to the outside of the racetrack using that cushion. Westbrook puts another slower car between himself and Nick Sheridan, but Sheridan throws it into turn number 1.
Man, did he ever. He threw it all in down in corner number 1, trying to keep pace with Dylan Westbrook. It's paying off right now. He's still within striking distance.
He certainly is with 8 laps to go. That line through 1 and 2 is just something to see for Nick Sheridan. Dylan Westbrook closing in on Ashton Van Every to put the 77 a lap down.
Westbrook had to go low on Van Every. That allows Sheridan to close the gap a little bit. He'll throw it in deep again down in corner number 1. They're wheel to wheel off of corner number 2. Down the back stretch they go. Sheridan's right there within a car length.
He'll get right to the tire tracks of Dylan Westbrook through 3 and 4. Westbrook definitely looks a little bit more comfortable through 3 and 4, but Nick Sheridan has something special in 1 and 2.
6 laps left to go. It's Dylan Westbrook out in front. 2 lap cars between he and Nick Sheridan as they continue to slice through this field. Josh Hansen up to the 3rd spot. Ryan Turner trying to get by him. Trouble for Jamie Turner on the high side of 1 and 2. That'll put us back into the Dixieland Grill caution flag with 5 laps to go.
Woo. Holy moly. Watching Dylan Westbrook and Nick Sheridan slice through traffic, then watching Josh Hansen, Ryan Turner, Liam Martin, those cars were getting ugly on the cushion there in turn number 4.
What a race here. Nick Sheridan showing he's got something for Dylan Westbrook, and we've seen this over the last month or so where Nick Sheridan's been on the podium consistently. And here's this dust-up between Martin and Ryan Turner.
That doesn't happen in sprint car racing. When you have that kind of contact, that kind of collision between cars, normally they'll both go tumbling.
And the benefactor in that was Josh Hansen. He ended up getting by both, and that's where he runs right now in front of both Turner and Martin in that 3rd spot. In the J&E Recovery, Julie Swayze Remax 88H. Back to Sheridan. He's been on the podium. in July and in August. And he's been there, close, but not close enough to compete. Tonight, now he's taken the next step. He's right there hanging with Dylan and competing for this win.
Yep, absolutely true.
6 laps left to settle it. Chris Long will take the choose cone out next time by.
Dylan Westbrook, Nick Sheridan, Josh Hansen, Ryan Turner, Liam Martin, Matt Farnham, Mike Bowman, Alan Downey, Darren Dryden, and Sean Evans round out your top 10.
Cone's been set in place. Wow. That's interesting.
Very. Dylan Westbrook takes the inside. Nick Sheridan also takes the inside.
If I'm Josh Hansen, I'm licking my chops here. Thank you very much.
Fun thing about the choose rule, though, we don't know what goes through the drivers' heads, but Nick Sheridan has some sort of a plan.
Here we come back to the green flag. 6 laps left to settle it through the Cargo Ease restart zone. Back on the throttle they go. Oh, Bowman into the back of Turner. He somehow disconnects and they stay green.
I don't know how that turned out as well as it did, but my goodness, that was a moment.
And all the while, Liam Martin now is up challenging for the second spot.
Liam Martin and Josh Hansen battle for second. Nick Sheridan back to the 4th spot. Matt Farnham up in 5th. Dylan Westbrook is driving away out in front.
4 laps left to go for D-Dubs over Josh Hansen, Liam Martin, Nick Sheridan, and now Matt Farnham has worked his way into the top 5.
Sheridan trying to get back into a podium positional battle for the 3rd spot with Liam Martin.
Boy, this battle for second, they're getting dicey here. Sheridan going back on Martin, takes the spot, but at the line, I think it's going to maintain to Liam Martin. Yeah, he holds down 3rd.
Sheridan slides under Liam Martin. This allows Josh Hansen to open up an advantage in that 2nd spot. 2 laps to go for Westbrook.
Josh Hansen in 2nd. The battle right now is for 3rd. Can Liam Martin or Nick Sheridan end up on the podium? Martin will try and get the run down the hill in 2. White flag out for the leader, the Mobil 1 white flag.
Liam Martin pins that 9 car to the inside of 3 and 4, trying to make that move. Dylan Westbrook has caught the back of the pack, but the checkered flag is about to fly.
Coming off of corner number 4, win number 40 at Ohsweken Speedway goes to Dylan Westbrook. Josh Hansen 2nd, Nick Sheridan 3rd, Liam Martin 4th, and it's Matt Farnham 5th. Ryan Turner 6th, 7th will go to Alan Downey. Great run for him. Mike Bowman 8th, Corey Turner 9th, and Eric Gledhill will complete the top 10. But there he is, Mr. Ohsweken Speedway, 40th career win in the 360 sprint cars here tonight.
And what a show it was. How about Nick Sheridan putting up the fight that he put up through the early stages and the middle stages of that race? It wasn't until that late restart, really, that Dylan Westbrook got out and just asserted himself at the front of the field. But up until then, it was anybody's battle.
Josh Hansen, great run tonight. Comes home in the 2nd spot. He drove a smart race. He also benefited from some drivers having some problems with one another and getting by them. He got by Martin and Turner when they tangled. He was the benefactor of that choose cone. Restarted on the outside and gets the 2nd place. Nick Sheridan winds up in the 3rd position. We'll get a chance now to hear what these drivers were thinking at the choose cone, I think, if Clint will talk to them about that. But here he is, Dylan Westbrook, parks it in Slack Lumber Victory Lane. Lone Wolf Fireworks light up the sky. It's win number 9 on the season and his 40th career 360 sprint car win here at Ohsweken Speedway. The all-time leader in wins here at the Big O. Dylan getting unbuckled down there in Slack Lumber Victory Lane as Lone Wolf Fireworks helping him celebrate this one. He's out. Let's send it down to Clinton Jeffrey.
D-Dubs climbs up on top for his 40th win. How about it for the greatest of all time at Ohsweken Speedway, Dylan Westbrook. Kid just asked me, does this make you the GOAT? I think it does, D-Dub. 40 wins. You know, it was only 10 years ago you started this journey in your 360. To pick up 40 wins, you've already had a career worth of wins. These guys are testing you, though, tonight. These young guns were on you, D-Dubs. Let's talk about your drive tonight, man.
Yeah, they were on it for sure. I wasn't sure where to go. I kept on seeing Sheridan on the inside there trying to slide me, and I mean, lap traffic kind of worked out a little bit in my favor. They were, if I could get around them on the top, but yeah, these guys keep on getting better and better every week, and yeah, it makes a lot of fun racing.
You've been number 1 on the wins list for a while now, but 40, what does it mean to you?
It's awesome. Just for, like you said, like 10 years ago to accomplish this much is awesome. And, yeah, just really got to thank everyone that helps out. Like 40 wins, couldn't have done that without everyone's help.
Congrats, Dylan. Dylan Westbrook, everybody. How about a hand for him? We'll get Josh in front of his gorgeous Janie Julie Swayze Remax machine. Josh, good recovery for you. You know, last week we saw you broken, but what a good run. You know, you had some good starts here. How much did that choose cone open up the outside for you here?
I mean, it was actually pretty surprising. I didn't expect it, but I can kind of understand it. I've done it before, and Dylan's one of the hardest guys to time on a restart, but thankfully we timed it pretty good, and we were able to pinch him into 1 and get the good run off of 2, but track was phenomenal tonight. Top, bottom, slider, super racy, but I just can't thank everyone that gets me here. Everyone back at home, Julie Swayze, Ackland, Eagle Towing, Nisco, Janie Recovery, Benchmark Equipment, Mom, Dad. Got a big shout out to John. He's got to work tomorrow morning at 6:30 in the morning, so we got to pack up and get out of here. So, and but everything he does for me is awesome, and I wouldn't be here without him.
Good to see you smile. Josh Hansen, everybody, finishes second. We'll get over here and talk to third place, Nicky Sheridan. Nick, solid drive again, man. You know, this close. Let's talk about the decision to go behind Dylan and not outside, and that was a hot topic for us announcers when you chose it. What's the thought process there, Nicky?
I've had nights before where you're starting third and you get so much moisture on the bottom of 4, you blow by that guy in second like nothing. But I think if I would have got hooked up properly, we would have been fine. But I don't know, we just got so free on that last one. I don't know if we had a tire seal over, what goes on. But just first of all, I want to say I never want to see what happened in the 5. I didn't see it. I just knew it was back there. I'm not really sure what happened, but you never want to see it happen to anybody. We've had our fair share of aggressive battles, but you don't want to see it ever happen in the racetrack. But on the podium again, I can't complain with our run. We're getting so close, man. It's frustrating. We're getting so close sometimes. But we'll just keep digging. You can't complain here, but I'm only here because all my awesome sponsors, Pride Seeds, Leach Performance Engines, APC on the car that helped them a lot this year, and SRP shocks were rolling. We just gotta roll in a little more.
Nick, is it confidence or a setup that's helped you make this next step up in the running order here?
I think a setup got us close, and that gave us the confidence. But we're rolling pretty good. We just we got a really hard-working team here. I can't thank them all enough. Between Tate, Mike, Gabby, my brother, my dad, everyone, my mom at home. We all work so hard on this, and it's awesome to see us having a few good runs that come together.
Good luck tomorrow, Nicky, and good run. Nick Sheridan, ladies and gentlemen, will be third. Second, Josh Hansen, your winner. His 40th feature 360 win in his career. Dylan Westbrook tops the list of all-time winners here at Ohsweken. Still, guys, what a fantastic night. What a great recovery. Thanks to you two up in the booth. Take us home, guys.
40 wins, and you got to remember, 2 of those years closed for pandemic, and a number of those years he was on the road traveling away from Ohsweken Speedway. That makes it even more impressive.
Yeah, I would. If Tommy was here, he could tell us his winning percentage right off the bat. But maybe that's something we need to look at for the next couple of weeks. Let's look at drivers' winning percentage it's still going to have him at the top of the heap for drivers with any number of starts. But it's just impressive. The best part is it has made everybody else in the field so much better.
Exactly.
We've got a lot of great talent here in this division. Dylan Westbrook undoubtedly is the top of that, but we've got a lot of people that are not far behind.
Well, don't forget to be back next Friday night again. We have rescheduled the Gales Cash Blast, 55 laps for the Thunderstocks. All the other divisions in action as well. It's back to school night as well, backpack night. Join us next Friday night, 7:30. It'll be here on GeForce TV as well. So that will wrap things up. On behalf of the Steyers family, all the staff and crew and officials, and on behalf of Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross, I'm Greg Kelman saying so long from here at Ohsweken Speedway. This copyrighted broadcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of GeForce TV. GeForce TV would like to thank you for your support and for watching today's broadcast.